last time, had started to delve deep into the Mwangi expanse after learning a bit from the elves about the cultists, the ones that had come after you guys through the portal. You see that they seem to have a pretty strong foothold here in this region, and they seem to be able to have some sort of powers that are preventing the elves from actually being able to track them down. You guys ventured out into the jungle and came across one of the dragon pillars similar to the one that you guys had seen at the temple that you had arrived in, and this one active as it blinded both Van and MC2. You guys ran in to confront the pillar, at the same time came across this draconic half dragon, half shower cut creature that
Not cool.
seems to be
The thing is an abomination.
protecting it. So with that, we'll hop straight back into the action with Perto leading us off on the initiative.
All right, sounds good.
Perto. There, narrowly avoiding a critical hit because he was frightened.
Yeah.
Oh my god, now he's gonna just tear into this motherfucker.
I think how much health this guy? Yeah, 32. Okay. Okay.
Shred him.
So, yeah. It off. I'm going to have Bear give it the old 1-2. Let's see, attacks. Do. Nope, not an unarmed fist attack. Thank you. Roll 20. We will go.
Sure you don't want to do an unarmed
a
fist attack?
Jaws attack.
Oh, that would have
I
been
don't think that's gonna
insane
hit.
amount of damage.
That would have been very nice. Yeah. And then Agile is the one that takes less penalty for second attacks, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Should be a minus
Okay, so
4.
I'm gonna use this. Well, it doesn't matter. Rolled awful.
Oh.
Okay, so Lucia trying her best does not get anywhere near.
Now Lucia tries,
Dang it.
but the creature's easily
Agile
dodges
is
out of the way.
Mhm.
Brings around to.
Oh
wait.
well, hold on.
Yeah.
That's Bear. And then I am going to do the normal short bow stuff at it. So pew. Nope.
Come on, your number's coming up.
Pew. Nope.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeez,
Lord.
and another pew.
Oh,
My goodness.
Just try, but the creature, it's small, nimble stature, making it hard to get clear shot at it, unable to get a precise hit.
Jeez. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
MC2.
All right. So Shinava sounded hurt. Who else is like grievously wounded? I don't fucking remember. Anybody?
I think
Can't remember. Did Elijah
outside of the
take
first
that?
fire blast, I don't know if anybody else is really, and the bear.
Yeah.
I don't know if Elijah.
Bear's got a little hurt. I can heal Bear though. I have this special heal companion now. No, I
Okay.
don't because we're not actually level 6. I'm stupid. No, I don't have that.
Okay.
The Bear's a little hurt, but not like terrible. Still over half
And
HP.
Shinava and Elijah.
Yeah, how's Elijah doing?
He's dead already.
Elijah is not doing too badly. I'm at 39, so
He's
it's,
gonna have a heart attack.
He's gonna have a lot there.
well,
tripping
no,
on that
I'm
coin.
actually down to
All
about
right.
half my hit points, but
Yeah.
still,
Elijah passes out from heat stroke.
Okay, well, if you, whatever you do is going to determine
I'm
what I
ouch.
do from a C2.
Okay. Well then I will heal Shinava. I believe that I can.
Okay.
I can read you and stuff. I don't remember if I healed you before the.
You healed me at the last comp. Yes, the last round you healed me. But I don't know what you used to heal me.
Okay, well then. Okay, I guess I'll have actually have to spell then.
Yeah, I was a lot worse. I was at like
How's-
9 hit points.
How's the monkey looking?
He's only been hit once so
He's-
far.
I think he's been hit a little bit, but he's looking relatively healthy. Few
Yeah.
scratches, but
Shinava hit him for
Okay.
18, which was a nice
Well,
good hit.
then I will reach out to Shinava with a berry.
Bury me up.
Okay, 18 berry damage for you. But now I'm out of berries.
You guys hear the noise?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. I found the effect for good berry.
And now I will try to lightning bolt the.
Oh, baby. And how much does she heal?
Oh, 18. Sorry. I didn't
Oh,
know
okay. Thank you.
I forgot how
That's a good buff.
Yeah,
Buffer
you-
zone.
doing
You still have it on. That is a
yeah.
fail, 17. So he takes 27 points
Yes!
of electric damage.
Yes! The
Oh,
power
As the
thank
ball
goodness.
of
just
nature.
brings it down.
Excellent. All right. That's good. Taking that as a good sign. Parados multiple. That's insane, dude. Change color of your dice.
And as,
yeah, right.
It's a new
as they
dice.
say, lightning doesn't strike twice, but Van will also cast Sudden Bolt from behind
yeah.
MC2.
Yeah, another one.
Let me see if his actually works.
Focused fire.
His does work.
Okay. That was very loud.
That is also a fail.
Oh, lordy.
So that's 18
Could
points of electricity
Oh,
damage.
yay.
turn it around.
So back-to-back lightning bolts is striking the creature. And now suddenly, what looked to be rather healthy is now starting to show signs of being roughed up as this got struck by 2 bolts of electricity.
Spellcast is really up showing the martial classes here.
All right.
Not that I'm complaining, but
Whew. So I'm feeling a burst of healing energy now is resolute in her task. She'll spend an action to grip her sword with 2 fucking hands. It's happening. It's finally happening. She's finally using this weapon in 2 hands. So just gonna just stare this thing square in the face. Not even say a goddamn thing. Just chop down on it. Oh.
Oh, nice.
That is a hit.
Okay. All right, 20 points. Wow. Just this freaking giant blade. Bringing it down right on it. Still standing?
Yes, it is still standing,
Okay.
but it is a deep cut straight into its side. You see
I'm
it.
just gonna swing that sword back in again. Yes. Let me just make sure that's correct. Yeah, 16 minus 5. Okay, so that is correct. She is a fucking master at this sword now. So she is displaying this very proudly. Oh no!
Oof.
Shit damage.
But it is still a hit though.
Yeah, still
sure.
a hit.
As you
All right.
got another so powerful shot with the bastard sword, and the creature's stumbling to kind of keep on its foot. It's definitely quite weakened after those 2 heavy swings.
Stay the fuck down. Ah, damn it. Critical
That last
fail.
one, that's a critical fail. You just-
Oh, damn it.
the second shot shook your
Alright.
hands too much to kind of keep a firm grip on it. She got Elijah into.
Good series. I rolled 18 and a 15. Not bad. Elijah, finish this fucking thing off.
That's the hope. Yeah, I mean, that's also an entirely possible thing there.
Do remind you are invisible.
Oh, wow.
forgot about that.
No, I did cast
Huh.
invisible on you the last round.
Yeah, he hasn't attacked, I guess, huh?
No, it was literally that last round before we had to stop.
That's
you,
amazing.
So
that-
you do have that. So you basically have. I'm assuming it makes you free.
invisible, dude.
So I guess automatically free flat-footed if it doesn't see you.
Yeah, but it's already flat-footed, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess it gives him options.
Well, I guess it would be considered what? Blinded? Like he would be considered blinded to this specific attack?
I think it's just concealment, right? Is there attacking from concealment? Is that a thing?
Well, invisibility. I just want to look that up because this is gotta forget what you know about Pathfinder. I've learned that.
True. I've been
Very
trying to,
hard.
with the
Very hardcore.
swarm thing, I've been trying to relearn Starfinder rules, and already I'm just like, how am I already forgetting this stuff?
All right, invisibility. Archives.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
Becomes invisible. It makes it undetected to all creatures, making it
Detected. That's right. That's the terms that use
undetected.
this game.
So,
Visible, hidden, and undetected. Where like it
Yeah.
straight up doesn't know
creature
he's
is
there.
flat-footed to him. So yeah, he's flat-footed. Okay, which he already is, but it's even better.
So what
Things for
Elijah
special rogue
do?
stuff?
Alrighty. Well, Elijah is
Flurry of
going to
blows.
stab and stab. And
21
then,
flat-footed?
he is
Might
going
do
to.
it.
Not 21 does not hit flat-footed.
Oh,
Those are both misses.
Yeah.
now you're visible,
Oh,
right?
what the fuck? Let's give it a shot. Nope.
Hmm.
Worth a try. Worth a try.
Okay.
All right. Well, it is up
Try.
to Renali to finish the deal before this thing finishes the deal.
Okay, Renali will
Kill this thing.
one action change shape. Also change shape into her
Whoa.
the naughty form.
Oh, jeez.
Then she'll move for a second action, and then she'll do a fang attack
Flanking. Totally flanking.
with her.
Cool, cool. All right, this is good. Lots of bodies. Perto, get in here. Yep, stay there.
That is a miss.
Oh. What about the spider? Does it still get to attack?
She has to spend an action to actually like sustain it, to actually like
okay.
attack until
Okay.
it's just a big spider.
Okay, here we go now.
Okay. Right. So it is going to. First thing, free action, it'll Shrieking Frenzy. Similar to the Charakas you faced on the Citadel, you see them kind of start shrieking and howling like they did. And then after that, the shrieking starts to become more growling and more dark, as it'll use Draconic Frenzy right after that.
Oh boy.
So it's going to do.
What does that mean in conjunction with what it just does?
Shrieking Frenzy gives it quicken for this turn, basically.
Oh boy.
Draconic Frenzy lets it make 2 claws and 1 bite attack in any order that it wishes. So it's going to bite. It's gonna bite Shanava.
Oh yeah.
Well,
That-
better Shanaver than wrecking my shit again.
That is a 35 to hit.
Oh. That's a critical hit.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wait.
baby.
What?
Well, she's got an
Oh,
armor class of
35. Alright, yeah. Okay.
24, yeah.
Right.
Unless Van gave me a +1 AC bonus when he cast his thing. I don't know.
I mean, I think even then, meat beats. You'd have
Yeah,
to
that's
plus
true. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I missed
big
my shield.
oof.
I missed my shield.
Alright, so if that. Okay, so if
Knocking me out.
everything doubles, so that is 33 points of piercing
Okay.
damage and 7 points of fire damage.
So 38 points total. Okay, still standing.
40.
Oh, 40.
33 plus
Sorry.
7.
Sorry, she's at 1 hit point.
Oh my goodness.
Hooey!
Claw attack against the spider.
Okay. That's it. That's it for him. He's done. Whatever happens next, Shinaba still gets to attack. Good.
That hits.
Oh. Uh-oh. There goes your flanking buddy.
Alright, that kills the spider off. And
Bye-bye.
claw attack against the bear.
Makes
So
sense.
16, 12.
Yeah, that bear gets a hold of him. He's in trouble.
That's an 18 to hit.
Woo!
That misses, yeah.
A misses, okay.
He can roll so bad. Everybody. That's great.
Then
Thank
it
God it's
will
being,
use
focused.
its yeah, then it's gonna take a jaws attack against Eliza.
Oh my god.
That's a 13. It misses, and then a jaws
Oh,
attack
man.
against Renali.
Holy moly, the number of attacks this thing can do is insane.
23.
That
That hits.
that didn't
Jeez.
provoke, did it? What it
My
just did?
goodness.
Free?
No, the shriek is it doesn't provoke. It's a free action. So it gets a free action, so it has 4 actions. Tukana takes 2 actions, so it can make essentially 5 attacks.
Okay.
Then.
All right.
But that jaws attack does hit Renali.
It's not a crit.
No, it was just a 23. So she takes 17 points of piercing and 5 fire damage for 23 points of damage. Woo! Bring us around
boy.
to Perto.
Okay. Boy howdy, what is Perta gonna do?
Finish this fight, Berto!
Yeah, Lucia is gonna shift over. Then you know what? Support. I'll support action for this round. So then Perto is going to hunted shot 1. Oh shoot!
Hmm.
Are you kidding me? You know what? I'm gonna hero point that. I'm gonna reroll.
Oh!
This is ridiculous. My goodness.
It's 24 hit, though?
Well, does a 26 hit because I will use.
Oh.
Well, I guess does a 24 hit? I don't think so. Right?
24 does not hit now.
Okay, so I will use my hunter's arrowhead to make it a 26. Exactly.
26 does hit flat-footed.
Yes! I was trying to think, and I was like, I think it works. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do it. I was like, that damage is too good. I have to do that. Plus, the support action from the bear means it does an extra 1d8 of damage.
Oh,
So,
nice.
18 for that shot. I'll take my second one. That definitely misses. Man, what is with these rolls today? I haven't rolled above a 10 yet.
You gotta ride it out.
And then yeah, just one more shot, I guess. Oh, well, there's that 15 I needed.
All right, so
Yeah.
as
Got
a
the one hit in there.
as a reaction, it latches its tail
Oh.
out as Lucia tried to hit it, but it did roll a natural 1, so the bear
Ooh.
gets out of the way in time. As
Nice.
Bertha lines up an arrow and flings the arrow into the creature, giving it a wide opening as Lucia just shrieks and scratches it. Was it? I'm assuming it's a whatever attack Lucia does to it. But as he does, it does bring the creature down.
Oh,
Thank goodness.
Exactly.
One fucking hit point, motherfuckers. Oh my god. Okay. Woo. Damn. Okay. She just collapses. She just falls to the ground where she is. Just like
That is one
What?
dead
What's going? Is it it's dead? Good.
Shadow Guardian.
I'm not sure. I'm a very big fan of this place. No offense to you there,
Holy crap!
C2.
Okay.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I feel about this place other than I feel the words Australia coming to mind, and I don't know why.
Oh no. Congo's way worse. And it's here to kill you.
This does not make me feel
Well,
better.
good work on disarming that gem there. That was clutch.
Well, I did have
Who
to
the
clutch.
hell? She just lays down. She's just laying down now. Breathing heavy.
Okay, well after 10 minutes I can heal you again.
Well,
Yeah,
she ain't going for the next 10 minutes, so you know where to find her.
let's take 5 and then we'll yeah.
Yeah, she crawls to the campfire. Ugh.
All right.
I need berries.
Alright. I'll mix up some berries and some mud.
Now, what did you say this thing is? You
Chiraka.
yelled something about whatever the hell this thing is.
Chiraka.
Bless you. But what is it?
Well, they're chimpanzee-like people usually. They can take on like sort of baboon forms as well.
Huh?
They tend to be evil. They tend to worship demons, and I guess this one is part dragon.
Yeah, guess so.
Yeah, I think we figured that one out.
What other do they come in other forms, I guess? So
I mean,
what are the ones we fought before? They were just the
they can
baseline
just be
ones?
part dragon.
This one was like explicitly part dragon. The others were just regular types. They looked more like
They were just your normal
chimps or
monkey folk.
baboons.
Yeah.
They were just like chaotic, evil, insane ape folk that love killing and
Get a
throwing shit.
campfire going here. Yeah.
Well, you
Huh.
come from a very interesting place, C2.
Yeah. Is this
Yes, I
are
do.
are we near your home?
No, definitely not.
Village that we can go meet your folks?
No.
No, you I would say you spend a few days. You know that you're pretty far north and northwest from Magambia.
Oh, also that. We're not near that either.
Yeah. It's a pretty far it's pretty far away from that part of the expanse.
Oy.
We're on the wrong
And
side of the
we're-
tracks.
And we're always just a slight step away from the first world. Oh, good luck in it.
I'll take pixies over that thing any day.
You shouldn't.
And pixies themselves are pretty bad.
I don't know. That thing was pretty bad too.
It was pretty
Oh,
bad.
I'm not saying that thing was not bad. I'm just be careful what you wish for there, especially where pixies are involved.
Exactly.
But I wish for more some berries.
All right, I'm
Need berries.
burying
And
you.
calm your tits, lady.
My tits almost exploded.
That's a
How
medical
long of
issue.
a rest can we take here?
I mean, it's basically up to you guys. I mean, it's like
This is our camp now.
So,
I was gonna
well,
say, yeah, I
while
guess- Sorry, go ahead.
while Shenaneva is going to be recuperating there, I think I am going to start poking around, looking. Maybe this thing left behind a trove of treasures or something, perhaps.
Oh, someone needs to fix my shield. You can't
Well,
fix
it's
my
a rep.
shield. I don't know how to do that.
Man,
I have a crafting. I have a
Uh,
repair kit, so that's taken care of. Just someone needs to make the check for it.
Okay,
Usually it's
so
bad.
in
There you go. Natural 20.
Awesome.
Boom, natural 20.
Was
So
it
it's-
ever broken? Yeah, I mean, we in the overland thing, we chose this hex as like our 1 day search thing. So I guess we're technically just this is it. Like literally is our camp now. I guess, right? We just spend the rest of the day here
Well, wrap it
if we
up
want.
here. Sounds right.
yeah, let me, you guys did move one, yeah. So this would be so it would be like the into the evening at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys will have to set up camp here.
Right then.
That's the like survival.
Really
No,
what
do
we're
we have
doing?
Renali doing that, or was that survival checks? I forgot what we decided.
Normally it is survival checks, but since you asked her to help you in combat, she cannot help you with that.
Okay, so I will do survival then. I have a +10. Is anyone free to aid me, or
Yeah,
are we all doing stuff?
Shinaba's gonna assist. I think the plan was. I don't remember. She was assisting somebody. I don't know if it was. I think it was you because she was. Yeah, she was automatically doing it.
Okay.
So there you go. Hey, I survived. I did it. I gave you a
11. That's a new high for the day. No, I did get a 15. I just had the minus like 10 on the attack. Okay.
We got a +2 to that now. So
Yeah.
23.
Excellent.
And that was for what? Finding food?
No, setting up camp for the night.
Oh, setting up camp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah, we got to worry about that stuff, huh?
Was there anything else in the campsite? I know there's clearly this big bonfire and the totem pole type thing. Was there like a tent that this dragon monkey man slept in?
You don't see any sort of tent. You can make a perception check to see if there's anything else here, but
Yeah,
there's no
I'll
like
do that.
structure.
Let me see if I put in the.
Is this a secret perception or a public perception?
Oh, that would have been a good question.
I
to
mean,
ask.
I think it's technically supposed to be secret, but
Right.
I'm not like.
I keep forgetting this.
yeah.
My bad.
Looking around the camp, you don't see any sort of campsite. You don't see anything that the creature left. The creature didn't seem to have any possessions or any belongings of any sort. So there isn't anything here besides the massive fire and the pillar, really.
Okay.
All right. Well, can I appraise the gem that I prized from the thingy?
That's a good deal. Well, she could use about just about another dose of that amount, really. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Woo. All right, like you said, it's not
All right.
matched, but I think
So
I should.
I'm gonna
over
check
that.
out the totem and the gem that I pulled out of it, and get a sense for what it might be worth. Maybe if this stop at least has been worth it.
Okay.
Perdo and the bear.
Where is that red dragon pillar?
Perdo and the bear.
I was like, I wonder if anybody will get that reference that I'm thinking of.
It looks
And here he is singing the damn song.
to be a decent size opal. And while The gem was part of it. It's not specifically like the main part of it, but it does seem to have a nice, decent sized opal. Your basket is probably about like, with its size, about 50 gold or so.
Okay. 50 gold worth of opal. Not bad, not bad.
Oh, my pen's gone.
Yay.
Woohoo!
That actually caps me out. Okay, so we get camp set up, and I think we're gonna go to bed, set up a watch, and
Mm-hmm.
very disappointing that the murder monkey didn't actually have any loot on it.
Oh, I guess did we actually check the murder monkey? I don't know if we did.
Yeah, he said there was
Well,
nothing on him, right?
We did
Yeah.
check it. Okay.
I thought we checked it and we didn't find anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it kept using like natural attacks, so
Yeah,
I'm not super
mhm.
surprised.
And how does natural healing work again in Pathfinder? Is it
I'm using regular. Oh, never mind. You're not talking to me.
no, just natural healing, overnight healing?
Stupid.
Shut up, you!
We can heal ourselves sometimes. It's not nearly as good, but we can do it.
It's good, but we can. I think it's. Is it level plus con or is it?
Yeah, I got the old book.
Character regains hit points equal to their con modifier multiplied by their level.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Oh,
Okay.
multiplied. Okay, that's nice.
nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
If they rest without a shelter, it is reduced by half.
Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. Okay. Wait a minute. Is that right? Thought I.
It should be right.
Nope, that's right. Okay. So, con modifier multiplied by 11. Okay. He'll double that.
Nice.
That's pretty
Okay.
sweet.
With that, you guys rest through the evening. Keep watching. It's an uneventful evening as the night goes into day, and brings you guys back to the world map for another day of exploration.
Okay.
So,
Exploring.
do the tracks still point in this direction, or I guess this is a question for Perto to figure out.
Oh, that's right. That's the thing we were doing. Yep.
Did we ever find tracks? We did?
Yeah,
we
we
did.
found tracks leading this way. And I think it's safe to say this guy is connected to the secret dragon cult that we're tracking. So.
Yeah, well, they're the ones that built these pillars, right? And he was probably the guardian.
Right.
Of that pillar.
Yeah, I mean, we fought. I keep forgetting to raise his name, but the monkey people. We fought some of them before that were worshiping this.
Yeah. And could we say that we searched? Did we say we searched the area around, like the camp and all that? Like we could say that we did that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. And it was like
Yeah.
say that.
The API is not working for me right now. Give me 1 second.
So we are which way you guys want to head?
Let me
South?
try.
It's popping up at the top, but when I click the thing, it's not showing up in the chat bar for me. It was earlier though.
Oh yeah. It's
I don't know if it just like timed out or something weird, but
yeah, it's not showing up for me either. Oh, that's a poo-poo.
That's why I hate the API.
Well, which way we want to
sometimes.
go? We don't really have any indication of which way we're supposed to go, except east. Is that right?
Was it east?
So either
yeah, we've been heading this direction. So yeah, I
They
mean,
told us to say it
you can
was
see where we started, but yeah, we started here and then we've been slowly going east.
Damn
We've been
API.
going east in a little bit, I guess north as well, because of hexes. But
So I guess the question is, are we going to go northeast or southeast?
I think we should go southeast.
Okay,
But
now
I don't
it's
know if there's a specific strategy involved with
Yeah.
this sort of.
No, it was.
Yeah.
I was rolling survival checks, and at least for this one, we followed the direction of more tracks to get here, and so
Oh.
that's what we were sort of doing.
There it goes. I see you did it.
Yeah, it worked this time. It popped
All
up.
right. So as you look for tracks, the tracks kind of.
I'm assisting, just for the record.
All right.
Trying to. I don't know if it worked. It won't let me do it. All right. Clicking the survival button, but it's.
Roll 20 says no.
saying
Roll
big
20
fat.
is saying.
Says, not today.
I'll just roll it.
Yeah, it's the API is a little slow
Yes. Did it again.
Okay. So as you guys kind of looking around, it's around here is when the tracks kind of start to get a bit hard to really pinpoint, since there's so many different between creatures native to the jungle, whatever you just fought, additional, like, it's just there's no specific set of tracks that you seem to go in a specific way. You kind of follow, like you locate one set of tracks, and then you kind of get intersected by another set of tracks, and there's no specific path in either direction that really leads you to something specific. Like, since you're not tracking anything specific, the tracks are just all over the place right now.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah. So,
Well, does that mean we need to declare that we're tracking for like these monkey things? What are they called
maybe.
again?
It means that there's no specific.
There's no way to determine the tracks.
Yeah,
from
there's
one
no
another sort of thing.
specific tracks that's actually guiding you in its direction.
Is it Chirokai? Is that?
There you go.
I was saying it
Okay.
wrong. So it's, I mean, if we're following like
Chara.
Swahili pronunciation, which is dumb. Looking like should be Charau, Charoka.
Taruga.
Chiroka. Okay.
I don't know, but I don't know. I'll check.
It's good enough for me.
It's yeah.
I mean, yeah, fine, but it's cool.
It's more in lore than monkey people, so I'm fine with it. As long as we got something. I kept forgetting it.
There are 8
Yeah.
people. Monkeys
Okay.
have
But
tails.
monkeys do exist in this world, so it's racist to call them that, but there are enemies right now, and that's okay. It can be racist against the enemies. That's how you feed war machine. Okay,
They're chaotic evil. I'm sure it's fine. They've literally attacked us
That's
as half dragon folks
mean.
now.
yeah, she's never gonna forget that one that crit when it threw that rock and hit her in the fucking head and crit her in the fucking dungeon, man.
Okay, so
Pissed
do we
her
want
off.
to do the same thing? We'll just go southeast and do the same one hex thing to search it.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so.
Okay.
Moving forward.
You take a day, and then you take a day to explore that hex. Okay. As you guys take the day to explore the hex, kind of trying to figure out what was anything in there. It just seems to be deep, dense jungle. Nothing out of the ordinary that catches your eyes. An eventful day of wading through the thick jungle, cutting out, some branches anyway there.
Okay.
All right. I have a question about the.
I'm fine with uneventful at this point.
Yeah, really. I have a question about the totem that we left.
Mhm.
Right. Which direction was the skull face?
Oh.
It just hit me because they seem to be facing to keep people away, right? So I'm
That's
thinking
true. I mean, I guess it would have been
might
facing
be
some
like,
combination of west
might
or
be
something, right? If we
behind. I
approached
don't
it.
know. Is that a factor in this, or is it really not?
I would say it is not. I mean, based on it's only one you've seen,
Uh,
and depending on it's kind of set up like in the clearing. So I guess technically it would be facing west.
right. That's what I was
But
thinking. Okay.
there's nothing based on you guys looking. There's nothing that says it specifically is directional. But I mean, it was facing. At least that one was.
Right.
Okay.
I'm getting rid of those insects. I'm trying to find them. I'm sorry. There it is.
Um,
Touch.
Question: are these like grass tufts or whatever? Like this is a clearing area? Is that what that's supposed to signify?
Basic. I mean, it is like it is a clearing, yeah. So you can. I
Okay.
mean, based on the map, it does seem there are some sections you can see that do have clearings. What they are, you do not know. But
So we have a
Right.
physical
Okay.
map.
But it's just not trees or whatever. Okay. I was trying to figure out what it was. I was like, I can't tell if those are supposed to be tents and it's just low res enough that they artifacted or something. But okay,
Well,
got it.
I say we keep heading. My vote, because I'm going to BRB, is to go northeast, but just to keep like an easterly pattern. But I
Yeah.
don't know
Keep kind of jumping back up and forth, sort of
And
thing.
I'll make before I go. I'll be right back. I'm going to see if nope doesn't want to let me do the secret check, so I'll just do the survival. Oh yeah, that's my assist. Okay, BRB.
That's right. Yep. Footprints. Let me. Secret skills. It's not doing it again.
Yeah, it's not doing it again.
let me go see
I
what's
will
going
assist
on.
on that.
API, why are you
My
breaking on me?
takeaway, apparently.
Oh, I guess I still see that, huh? That's not the secret version of it that I thought.
Hmm. We'll see if that works. Okay. I hate the API. Sometimes the API just does not want to work. All right, and that was for tracking.
Yeah. I think Shinava and I are assisting Perto on his tracking role.
Okay. Once again, you can continue to track, and it seems to be there's no specific tracks that like jump that catch your attention for you to track. The dense jungle area, there's some areas that's a bit muddy, a bit dirty. There's no clear set of tracks for you to track currently.
Okay.
Curses. All right. Wow. Man. Well, I
Try
think
our
once we
best.
get closer, we'll find them. Maybe did they, Messina? You're kind of the expert on these Charokas. Am I saying it right? Am I being
Yeah.
sensitive to your cousins?
We're isolated. I'm a plant.
Do they do they
Yeah,
climb and stuff, or do they walk? I mean, maybe
Yeah,
we're
they
just looking in the wrong place.
Yeah, they usually live in trees.
Great.
Oh,
Now up and
that's a good point. I didn't even
Ready,
consider.
like,
Yeah.
get on the trees. There's a thick canopy, right, overhead, I'm assuming.
It's rainforest, so yes, probably.
Yeah, plus they're also growing dragon wings, so who knows? Might just be
Yeah.
flying around. Fair enough.
So with that, which hex do you wish to go into?
Well, let's see. We're
I like southeast, but
You got a good feeling about that?
I do.
All right, let's do it. I got no objections. Does Macedo have survival as well? 'Cause-
Not at the moment.
Oh, okay. Oh, broke my streak.
Okay.
Oh, there he goes. It comes back again. Let me test it. Oh, now it worked, but we'll count my original. Unless that's a natural 20. No,
Are you moving one, stopping, or are you moving two?
I think we're still doing this searching thing, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Or
just
are
moving one, I think, for now.
Yeah. I mean, getting some kind of
Until we have a
info.
better idea of where we're exactly
Yeah.
headed.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. We don't have a goal, so yeah, we're just kind of doing this indefinitely.
Okay. Making your way there again, once again, exploring through the thick jungle. Another long day of heat and humidity. It's relatively uneventful. There's a lot of bugs, but nothing that, no major signs of the cultists. I know their activity.
Well, let's head northeast then.
Now, Renali is providing food for us. Is that what she's doing?
Correct. She can either provide food for you,
Okay,
or
right.
she can build the shelter if you have to build the shelter.
Now, one last thing I want to ask: the people down here, they were like elephant people, right?
Yeah, it was the village of the elephant people. Yeah.
Why do we know anything about them?
Nikitias said that they may know something about the cultists.
Well, fuck. Maybe we should have gone there. Can we make a hard turn and go there instead? You
Well,
guys.
I would like to check out this here first.
Yeah, but if
I,
that ends up being
I
the
have a hunch about it.
cultists, if that ends
Yeah,
up being the cultists, and we could have gone to the elephant people to really gain some really powerful potential allies or information before heading there.
well, let's go here, and if that doesn't pan out, then we can backtrack and
I'm
head
just
for the
worried
elephant.
that that's going to be the point of no return for us.
We hit that a long time ago.
Yeah, I
We've
think.
crossed
Okay.
that road already.
All right, let's go snoop it out. We'll just try and be quiet, I guess, when we get close to it. So set off any alarms.
I can scout with my familiar. It can fly and it's very
Let's do
small.
that. Let's check it out. We're close. I agree. Let's do it.
Your other option is as well, if you guys do want, you can basically forego double exploring and just like 2 moves if you really want to go there as well. That's another option.
So you want to just rush forward and skip exploring the next space?
To rush forward to here, we're saying?
Yeah. Obviously, if it's something in there that you can't miss, then that'll kind of like you have to face whatever it's if you can't miss it. But if it's something that
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I mean we might as well do that, right? Try to speed it up a little bit.
Skip
Yeah,
the
let's do
next space and just explore it. We'll push into the last space, into the
Mhm.
space.
Yes, yeah, to the little clearing area or whatever it is next to the
All right.
river.
Let's do
All right,
that.
let's get it on.
And just try
Sounds
to
good to me.
be real sneaky. They've used the familiar to scout. Like you said, little the C22
Unatambwa.
Matumba.
Unatambwa.
Matumba. All right. Is that our company flag there?
all right. Is someone scouting? Did you say someone was scouting or?
God,
Yeah, we're gonna
yes.
send my familiar because it can fly quickly and is very small.
All right, make a perception check for your familiar.
Okay. For today, I'll take the share senses thing, so I'll just use my perception. Wow, that's terrible.
Okay. As you guys approach, you can see that there does seem to be a clearing in the distance, and MC2's familiar can confirm that. You also notice there does seem to be a plume of smoke rising in the air from that direction, and the there's a very strong, like, acrid odor in the air as well.
Smells like cultists.
Does smell like cultists.
All right, we know now. We know where they are. Let's go talk to the elephant people.
And that's like,
Yeah, I think that's where we should have headed at the
15
beginning. It didn't occur to me to ask why.
do we really need the elephant people if we already know where the cultists are?
I think that what did they say specifically about what they knew, what they might be able to help us with?
They didn't say anything about what they knew. It's just maybe they might know something.
I don't know. What did Nikita? What did she say about the elephant?
Let me see exactly what she told you.
Yeah.
They may be. She thought that they are. They may be able to tell you more about the cultists. They are a bit of a quick to anger type tribe. Kind of similar to like an elephant. Kind of like what they actually named themselves after. But if you can kind of approach them non-threateningly, you might be able to talk with them, and they may have more information.
And we find out that the cultists are followers of some terrible dragon, and they really like fire.
Well,
Yeah,
what do you guys want to do? You guys.
I mean, I figure if the elephant people know stuff that's really helpful, then it'll still be helpful later. We're here now.
yeah.
Let's do it. All right.
We are 15 days away from the elephant people. So
Well, if we just push through,
that's if we push through. We're 30 hexes away if we don't push through.
Right. Wait, hold on. 1, 2.
We cover 2 hexes a day if we push it, and it's
6 days.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right? 1, 2. No, hold on. Even less than that. 1, 2, 3 days. So it would take 3 days to get there. Right? If you move 2 spaces a day, 1, 2, yeah, it would be 3 days. But that's fine. If you guys, you want to push in, that's cool. But it's only 3 days, so it's not that far. If that's playing into your judgment, we get there pretty quick.
Yeah, 30 feet, not 30 hexes. 30 feet.
I'm like 30
right. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah.
It's a bit
it's a little bit closer than I was expecting, but still, it's.
Well, if we go, I guess we'll just see. We're here. I guess we might as well check it out. What do you think, Perdo?
I mean, I think we should probably check this out. Weren't we told it was to the east or whatever?
Yeah.
Or was that before just that first pillar we already hit? Should we have turned south as soon as we hit that?
I have a feeling that those pillars are just there to keep people away from this.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we must be going somewhat the right direction because, again,
I'm convinced.
That Charakaw was clearly related to this cult thing, so I think this is definitely the right way.
Yep.
So
it's that.
I
It's
would
a
vote
matter
for
of
figuring this out.
getting possible stuff, but let's just go. Fuck it.
All right, we're going in.
OPA, motherfuckers. We're going in.
I mean, the way I see it is that the elephant people are probably there for, I mean, from a meta perspective, in case you don't pick up on the tracks. So you
Right.
don't have anybody who has survival or
And
whatever.
also, can
They're an
Van,
alternate way of finding out where the cultists are.
if Van can give us that old invisibility action, would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So we don't get stuck in an archer battle again. What was that? Invisibility sphere?
Invisibility sphere. So you're on talking. As long as you remain within. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so he can do an invisibility sphere on you guys. It's 10. Okay, so the 10-foot emanation.
So we just have to get very
Nice and tight.
personal.
Everybody, group hugs. Come on.
Yeah,
Get in
basically
here,
what
like
we've already
it.
done before for getting through the elf gate with the deadly fire drake.
Okay. So as you guys step out, you see this. The clearing is pretty extensive, and you can see in the center of the clearing looks to be a winding pathway going down into the ground a bit, and it seems to be the source of where the. I'm sorry, it's not the source. There seems to be almost like a tunnel that seems to be going underground. You can see off to the other side this massive like bonfire that seems to be the source of the plume of smoke that you guys saw as you had approached.
Is there anything unusual or unexpected about this bonfire? Like it's a bonfire covered with babies, for example?
Well, there are a bunch of bones over here, it looks like.
I got a question. What is this blacked out area? Is this like a cliff face?
That is the part that's kind of going down into the ground. So
Oh, it's like a pit. Okay.
Like a pit. Okay.
Jesus.
I'm gonna try to roll a nature check in a second for that dinosaur thing.
I'll assist you.
Dinosaur.
Yeah, up at
hey
the
there.
top. It's like you guys are like, what about this
Oh.
bonfire? And I was like, I would like to know about the dinosaur first.
Dude, I see a new pet for you.
Yeah, I can't. It won't let me roll a secret check right now for some reason. So I'll just do that.
okay.
Oof. I should have assisted you.
No, 23. So Proton's the one doing the check.
Yeah, I was the one doing the check. MC2 was assisting me. Unfortunately, wish it was the other way around, but
You don't know, you don't recognize what it is, but it is this huge reptilian looking creature in this cage that definitely catches your intelligence, since you didn't kind of see it. The actual cage itself is made of these thick logs, and even though the cage isn't the best like securely made, but it's just the weight of the logs kind of keeps it steady. And you can see that this creature seems to kind of be moving, like kind of pacing around a bit inside. Nothing else that you kind of catch, from nothing else you can infer.
Interesting. Okay.
Nobody else around though, huh?
Make a perception check.
No, nobody.
Yeah, API seems to be pooping
Yeah.
itself again. So
It's weird.
Gonna
Every set and then seemed to be
go-
working for a little bit, but then died again.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with it today.
I'm also gonna see if I can figure out anything about the terrifying beast. Nope. At least nothing better than what Perdo got.
All right. You do see that there are 3 tarot cards that seem to be kind of idling around the fire pit. You can hear them kind of talking a bit amongst themselves. You can hear them kind of prodding some of the coals in the fire.
Oh,
Are they
Oh.
normal looking Charaka, or do they also have dragon features?
Yes, this is important.
Man, that's a really big bonfire. Holy cow. I'm
yeah,
just
I
now
just noticed how
realizing.
small the tokens are there.
It's like
They look
20
like
feet
the small
across.
rotates. Can we get a
Like, look at
control
that.
shift key on the token?
Of which one? Of the...
The little dudes.
Charaka. Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
These little bastards.
Yeah, they're like howler monkeys. They've been doing that shrieking thing.
Look at
They're
that.
mandrels,
Yeah.
which are really worse than Heller monkeys.
That's so
because
cool looking.
Oh boy.
That's so
they're
cool
racist
looking.
fuckers.
Yeah, that
Oh,
is
they're gonna
good
eat your
looking.
face off.
Like that. Okay.
They definitely don't, what you can tell, they definitely don't seem to have any draconic features on them.
Okay. Watch out for fire breaths, anyways.
Who knows what's on the edge of that pit? I
Yeah.
want to see what's on the edge of this
Boy.
pit.
So are we advancing then to check out what's in the pit?
Maybe. I guess before we move, last thing I wanted to ask about was, are these like spider webs up here? All among these bones and everything?
Those look like spider webs.
Yeah, I assume that's
Those
that's
look a
supposed to
lot
be.
like spider webs.
Right. That's also a
Shava
little
looks at
concerning.
Renali. She's like, "You got any?" Well, I guess we'll see what she can do. She doesn't have any like pre-combat spells she wants to put up or anything.
Oh, that's true. Are we having her help us in combat again?
Well, fuck yeah, she's here.
Okay.
You
Leaving her behind to get food.
can just looking at the place, there's a ton, there's it's about tangled branches, and you can see what looks to be lots of bones, scraps of animal hides, some rotting flesh, of mud. It almost seems to be like things put together, similar to like how a creature might make like a nest.
That's what I was worried. Yeah, I'm worried there's going to be Shelob attacking us from behind. So we'll have to
Okay.
be wary.
Well,
Watch out for spider ambush.
Can we very quietly ask Renali if she has any familiarity with the spidery stuff there? Because she is a spider. That's a spider thing. Maybe it's where her buddies, or maybe it's a cousin or something.
Now, yes, I like to. Any relations?
She will kind of being as being in the same invisibility sphere. But it doesn't look like any sort of silk and sort of webbing that a spider would would be making.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, okay. I'm glad we know that now.
Sorry, what was that detail?
It
Not a
doesn't.
spider web.
It doesn't look like silk or something like spider web.
Oh,
It doesn't look like
okay.
what a spider would make. It looks
Right.
like silk, but not spider silk,
Okay.
which
Right.
I find somehow more terrifying
More
than
concerning. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it might be related to what we fought in the cave at one time. It was also not a spider. It was a demon or something. I have a question. This pit, right? Can we see beyond the pit because it's acting like a building where I can't see past the pit. Like
Really? This is the pit, right? I can see fine, so that's why.
all I can see is I just want to move my token, but I don't want it to count as movement. I just want to see if she can see what's.
Oh, wait, this is the big pit? Oh, I thought this thing was like a
Okay.
pit.
All right, so that was the deal because this is the pit, but
Yeah.
Oh,
technically
I'm
we should be
sorry.
able to
Okay.
The pit
see.
is
Yeah.
blocking all vision of.
Okay, so on the other side, there is a small building on the other side,
Yeah, I'm just gonna move my token so I can see what it is.
and then there's
Okay.
yeah.
I don't want that to count as me, like obviously running out of the sphere.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's like a desk over there. Am I seeing this right? Okay.
It looks like it.
A small building, a desk.
Some kind
That
of
looks to be a
table.
bit of a camp area on the other side. The entire
Okay.
pit is kind of lined with like the edges of it. All do seem to be like this yellowish, like yellow mud.
Yellow.
This weird graveyard to the south
All
as
right.
well.
I'm dying to see what's
Interesting.
inside this pit. You guys, come on. We got to check out this pit.
I guess that's the question. Are we gonna? Yeah. Are we? I guess we're in the invisibility sphere, right? That just sustains itself around Van, so we'll just slowly all move.
Yeah. Everybody, hold on. Grab your
Okay.
buddy. We just move straight to the edge. Like here, I guess, right? Well, maybe not, before we get to any weird colored mud, I suppose. Maybe bring in the mud expert. Does that look right to you guys? Yeah, right?
So like there.
Yeah. And I mean, you said the mud was like a strange color around the edge, which I'm seeing on the map.
Yes.
All right. Well, what's with that? Is that something that we need to worry about? Oh, he just made his. No, that was a previous check.
What kind of mud is that for 25 pounds?
It has a slight. Just kind of like to look at and examine. It has a slight toxicity
Oh,
to it, and I forget who did it last time, but between what you've discovered, it does seem to have similar properties to the arsenic
beast.
that was on the gold.
mother effers! Holy crap! I can't believe that. Okay.
Piecing those two things together, you guys, and the pit, where it's due to this way that lighting works, you can kind of see a bit into the pit. The path kind of winds its way deeper into the ground, and your best guess, this looks to be some sort of a mining operation.
Interesting.
Okay. So we can see, like, from this distance, we can see like the other side of the wall of the pit, right? And you're telling us that's like a mining scaffolds and all that bullshit.
There's nothing like that extensive. It seems to be, your best guess is in the down in the pit on the ground is what they're actually working on. Is the actual like there's no like mining like equipment like out on the surface.
Gotcha. So it goes down deeper than we could even see.
Correct.
All right, then. I don't even think we need to go any closer. Do you guys want to go any closer? I don't think I need to go any closer.
Yeah.
Just want to collect some super mud.
Yeah. I mean, that's.
All right. And there's nothing in the building across. Let's go to that building, guys. See who's home.
The one across that was like over here. I think there was another one like in the corner down here as well.
Oh,
too.
was there?
Yeah.
I gotta just move my token to look at it because I didn't see that.
Like beyond this like graveyard looking thing
Oh,
or
okay. Then
whatever.
now I see the path you're talking about. Okay. Wish we could have the, I guess the Fog of War is creating issues again or something. Let's just save
Should be on. Is it not? Let me see if it's not on.
It's not showing what we've already explored.
Oh, I guess yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about that. Roll 20 is just throwing a fit today.
I flipped it on, so it should work. Hopefully, moving forward.
Oh, there we go. Very nice. That's
Yep.
super helpful. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Just gonna. There we go.
Over here. Awesome. That is very, very, very much better now. Okay, so yeah, let's make a break for that house.
So you didn't guys notice on the one in the southeast section of the map, where all the bedding kind of is laid out in front of it.
Bedding.
They're all about like the beds have what look to be about a mixer of the exact amounts for you. There are 2 Characars and 4 Boggards, which look to be kind of
Oh, wow.
sick and painful, kind of
Oh.
writhing in agony. You can see kind of around them there are 6 other Boggards that seem to be tending to the ailments of the ones
Okay.
that are on the bed.
Interesting.
And they're definitely the cultists, right? Like they're not. Are they showing like armbands or? Well, we probably might.
That's true. Yeah, the cult has like a symbol. Do we see that symbol on anybody?
I mean, you get that would require you to actually get like close to that. Close.
We're pretty far away still. Okay.
All right, let's check out. The small
I'm assuming
house.
those are miners that must have touched the arsenic and got sick though, or something.
Yeah, probably,
is what
yeah.
must be going on.
Yep.
I would assume it's safe to assume these are the cultists. I mean, if this is the same like arsenic that was found on that gold that was clearly planted as a trap.
That's where it's coming from for sure. Let's go with that house. Come on, I want to rough some people up.
Yeah, let's I guess make our way around the pit.
We could just open the door. The door creaks open. There's nobody there.
Sneak around to the north there. I think.
Yeah, by the dinosaur thing.
Oh yeah, I don't want to go anywhere near that group.
Yeah.
Not yet, for
I
sure.
after the thrashing that one of them gave us, albeit half dragon, I do not want to mess with 3 of them
Now-
at the same time.
Getting a look at this, get closer look at this cage now. Is this something that is kept here? Could we tell, like, what its purpose is? Is it here? Is it a pet, or is it like something they're keeping for food, or is it a guard? Like any way to tell the purpose of this setup?
I would say
Curious. Does it look like it's malnutrition, or they're keeping it hungry, so it's a guard animal, or is it
I'll
a
say
cared for creature, or is it
do
beaten up?
do a society check to figure out what its purpose could be first.
Ugh. Okay. Well, she'll mention it, so let everybody else try to make that roll too. I ain't rolling for shit. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so Elijah, looking at the size of the creature, your best estimate for what it probably is, it's probably kind of uses like for the heavy lifting kind of.
Oh,
To
it's a work animal.
clear out path to kind of
Oh.
put
Wouldn't
kind
this
of
be an amazing ally to have?
Yeah, I think if I recall, Van has architecture lore. Would he be able to roll that to see is there a way we can like easily free this creature, maybe create a distraction later if we need to? Or is there
Oh.
just like a straight up door that looks like we could open it kind of thing on it?
I like the way you think.
The cool action movie way would be to find like a rope point that holds it up, and I could shoot it with an arrow from across the expanse. But I'm fine with opening a door as well.
do notice on the left side of the cage, on this side of the cage, that there is bunch of vines leading to a wheel. And you can see you could actually probably turn the wheel to actually open up the cage.
Okay, awesome.
Or even potentially disable it so they can't open it.
That's true. Yeah, we could probably. Elijah could probably do some thievery tricks to break the mechanism.
Because if it's a work animal, it's probably not going to go berserk on them.
No, but it would distract them, probably,
Yeah.
at the very least.
Oh,
We can probably poke it in the butt or something.
And it might fight them or try to fight back, because they'll probably try to get it back into the cage.
If it runs away, they'll give chase to it.
Yeah, so I feel like at some point just letting it loose is probably gonna help us out.
That might work.
Let's maybe, as long as we're invisible, see if we can maybe creep a little closer and explore like what's going on down here, though. But I think that's definitely something we should keep in mind.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
So how far are you guys going? Exactly.
Well, did we get to do with the lock thing? What Perto wanted to do?
Were you guys actually
I didn't want
opening
to.
it, or
I didn't want to do it yet. I think that's something we should keep in mind to prepare for. But no, I think we found this wheel that we can use to open it, and that's enough for now. I think we should try to do more exploring while we're still invisible, because
Yeah.
once we open that up, I think we would want to capitalize on it and start shooting.
Let's push to the little small cabin there.
Let's see. I'm just seeing like if people can actually see you. They would have to spend a seek action to actually see you. Action. Yes, I guess if no one does anything specific, you guys are basically invisible.
Right. We're just kind of.
Oh yeah, I was just seeing if there was an actual like stealth modifier to it or not. Strange. Weird. Anyway, as you guys get closer, you can see there is the hut that you guys are kind of seeing come across the pit. There is a waft of kind of smoke coming from a single chimney from the building. Nearby, you do see the table, which It's kind of just covered with several objects, some of them in like leather bags. There's like a big bin of just like rocky refuse off to the side. It's you would have to kind of do a bit more exam to see exactly what is going on here, but the table seems to be just covered with pouches and various objects.
Okay.
The axe, want to take a look at that stuff?
I don't know if we want to necessarily mess with it, do we?
Well, I want to know what's going on in that house.
True.
In there.
I do want to check what's in the house, but I mean, unless we see windows on it, I don't necessarily want to just like break in case like we see a bunch of boggarts and Charaka ready to fight outside. I don't necessarily want to get trapped in between, you know? I think I'd like to start clearing out, I guess, what's outside, and then whatever's in there can maybe come out to us and we can check it after. I mean, we can. I guess
I mean, are there any
like
windows?
Elijah could maybe try to sneak in or whatever, but the
That's
rest of us
probably
would have
the
to
head
stay back
honcho's
with
house. If we
invisible.
could go in there and wipe them out before these
Mhm.
other rooms down there can react, that would be pretty sweet. I'm guessing, because it looks to be some sort of funky magic business going on outside that house.
Yeah.
So most of the stuff seems to be a lot of rocks. There looks to be like this like a scale or something like a metallic scale kind of set up on it, and you can see a leather pouch near the scale. And there's no window specifically for that building.
Okay.
Did someone say drugs? Drugs. Drugs? Did you say
Get in
drugs?
there.
Drugs. So what do you guys do?
Want to get up at that door? Let's try and open it, right?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, let's get in there. Open it up. And just walk on in there. We're fucking ghosts.
So first thing I'm doing is I'm going to check if the door is unlocked.
The door is unlocked, yes.
Let's check it out.
And I'm going to pretend that I'm struggling really hard to pick the lock, and then just open it.
Oh, I meant to roll that secret. I can't do it secret. That's too bad. Hope it doesn't blow up in our face.
That's the hope.
Yep, there it goes. Percepzoni.
Why is
Does it
there
not
no...
Oh, okay. I had a token selected. Oh, whatever. Door's open.
Trying to see if you guys... Can you guys actually see inside the place? Or no?
Yes.
A little bit of it up this
A
direction.
little bit of a table and...
Okay. So as you open the door, you can kind of there. You can see this kind of we're sitting at a table, but then jumps up is this small kobold with like cobalt blue scales. He kind of jumps up, looking around, a bit kind of confused by how the door opened. As she looks around and goes, "Who's there? Who's there?"
You know, if somebody had performance, I would suggest that they try to make wind noises.
I have performance. Shinawa's got
Does it do-
performance.
Do one of our casters have ghost sound?
No, Ghost Sound would be perfect.
I think I did have it at one point. Let me see if I still do.
Well, that counts.
I don't.
I say we move in. Just move in. Don't even answer him. Just walk in there. And if he tries to run, I'm just gonna choke him out.
Well, it's a kobold, right? So it might not be evil.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna go in there chopping him up. But I'll choke him out if he tries to run.
What do you guys do?
Let's go. We gotta go in.
We are going to make a tactical entry.
Yes, let's go in. She pulls Van in. Just grabs him. Let's go. Okay.
Wow, kind of sounds like.
Does anybody
It's
speak?
really-
Does
The
anybody
local
speak?
language. Yeah.
Does it speak the? Oh, right. He says it in common. What language was that in?
He does say in common. Yeah.
All right.
As I say, several of us speak Draconic too, so if we speak in Draconic, that's not
Okay. Is this guy? Does he have any visible cult symbols on it?
He would. You do see. I mean, he does have a similar marking like the other ones do. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're still not saying anything. Shinava will shut the door. I'm sure it's loud enough because she's walking around in her fucking half-plate armor,
Yeah.
clinking
So,
on this. But she's not really going to say anything. After everybody walks in, she's just going to close the door. We're the ghosts of your past. Well, could be friends, could be enemies. That's up to you. And I'm sorry, did you say that this thing had any cult symbols on it?
it does have.
Yes,
Yeah.
it has a
It
symbol
does.
similar to.
He does, and it's. Sorry, was it a Charokov, right? I know it had the blue scale.
Cobalt.
It's a kobold.
Cobalt.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a kobold that. Oh, got it. Never mind.
Yeah.
As
It's
you guys start to close, goes wait, and it actually starts to see based on the door closing and the sides are moving. It actually now it's actually looking for you guys. It does make out, and it does beat Elijah's stealth check. It does make out where you guys are.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna
Well,
get behind
no-
it and cover its mouth first thing.
It does. It sees you before you get to
yeah.
get close
I mean,
enough.
there's no doubt that it knows we're in here.
Correct. It knows you. It knows you're here.
Okay. Well, what's it going to do about it? Is my. She closed the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she says basically, yeah, could be friends or enemies. It's up to you. Is this thing sufficiently freaked out?
It's. It looks a bit it's not like terribly, it's a bit nervous by everything going on, but it's not like super strong in its position. So so when you say it could be it's looking at what do you want? I'll tell the others.
You'll tell nothing. Who are the others? Who are you people? What are you doing here?
dude, you're gonna need to give us a little more information here. Otherwise, you're not gonna have to worry about telling the others nothing.
Oh, we're old acquaintances. Does this guy have any visible weapons?
As you guys are talking, you see the kobold reaches in and grabs something from its belt as it just throws it on the ground, and you see this massive cloud of smoke kind of fill the area. It fills.
Fucking magician. All right.
This area. So I need.
Initiatives.
Before that, I need a fortitude save
Fortitude.
from Shanava
jeez.
and Elijah.
Come on.
Hey, Shanava. Next time we're sneaking around and doing sneaky things, let someone else take the lead. I understand that you're all jumped up on something, but let someone else take the lead, please.
She can't talk. She's coughing. I hope not, but I think she is. Point taken.
All right. Let's see. You guys are the smoke is, it's a strange thick powder concoction. You guys are both sickened too.
Ooh. Ouch. You'll pay for that.
Yeah.
Gross.
Isn't there a thing for debuffs that you can just set on this?
I don't think there is in this one.
Darn it.
You take a status penalty equal to this value on all your checks and DCs. That includes your armor class. Ouch. You can spend a single action retching in an attempt to recover, which lets you immediately attempt a fortitude save against the DC of the effect that made you sickened. That is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
On the success, you reduce the condition by 1. That's awesome. Okay. I assume that's an option?
It is, but we're gonna go into initiative
Okay.
now since you guys didn't really give the best option to the poor kobold.
Oh. I didn't say he was going to kill him, so we could be friends or foes.
You kind of didn't give him an option there.
So we could be friends or foes. He chose foes. He had a choice. I was going to die.
Yeah, this is why you're not leading team diplomacy.
Screw these kobolds.
I'll say as the smoke kind of clears a bit, you do not see the kobold currently.
Oh. Good, gives me plenty of time to retch.
Shall not put the random situ. We just need an Elijah.
Oh shit! Is that a back door or is that a window?
It's weird. It says it doesn't say there's a window, but this is a custom map someone drew. They put a window. Okay. They took some liberties with the exploration.
So there's no right. You said there were no windows. Okay.
Correct.
All right, that's good.
I just need an initiative from Elijah. Okay.
At the bottom.
I guess.
Now, we're still invisible.
You would be considered invisible for this round. Once you guys get into like a hostile type situation, the spell kind of expires.
Oh, okay.
But like it will kind of, this round will kind of be the round that it essentially starts to fade. Van will make a, where's it? Oh, there. Perception check.
Wait, who's making a perception check?
Van, because he's the first one on the list.
Okay.
Oh, God damn it. Why does my thing do so dumb? Okay, he does not see a kobold if she kind of says they are not really able to do anything. Let me check his spell list. Yeah, he's just gonna pass. I think Prata said he's BRB. Not sure. Back.
Ooh.
I'm trying to see if I'm actually able to use my hunt prey on it, because you must be able to see or hear the prey, or you must have tracked during exploration. So I probably should have tracked it before, so I can't use that. I mean, I will also, though, perception to see if I know where it is.
That's pretty good. Whoa.
You see it kind of sneaking along the wall of the place, kind of hiding in a little bit of shadows of the hut.
No, only Perdo sees that.
Correct.
Yeah, only Perdo is acting right now.
Sorry, I just step away again. Someone tried to call me. I tried to call them back, and then they called me again. My bad. So I did find it. It looks like.
Yes, you did.
Okay. So now that I can see it, I will mark it as my second action. And I guess as a kobold, that would be like society, right? If I remember correctly.
I mean, you could do.
Isn't working.
You could do a. You can do Arcana, I mean, because technically it does have draconic features to it, so it would be.
Okay, yeah, I will do Arcana. Oh, well, now they all pop. Oh my goodness. Sorry, like all 5 of them popped up the list of all my skills at once. Jeez.
Yeah, it sometimes seems to be working on
like queues up, yeah.
I mean, it looks to be a kobold. It seems to have a knack for like concoctions and that type of stuff, creations.
Okay.
But outside of that, you can't really tell much. I mean, you've dealt with you've seen some kobolds. It looks to be a relatively standard kobold. Doesn't have any like strange mutations to it.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. I think. What am I gonna do?
You kill this thing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make my normal 1-2 hunted shot at it. So just go pew, pew.
Okay. Those both hit.
Hooray!
Oh, look at them rolls.
Yeah, rolling a lot better all of a sudden, huh? 17 and a 15.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. And then so that as my third action, since I hunted it, Marsha as a mature animal companion gets a free movement to just run towards it, basically.
Okay.
The
That'll end my
best.
turn.
Oh, this little bastard's gonna go.
Alright. Okay. So the as he kind of well okay. You see him kind of pull out from it. He once again kind of reaches into his like side pouch, and he kind of quickly puts together this little concoction as he kind of just lobs it right he'll lob it right like over here. As it does, it kind of lands, and you see it go this bit of explosion of fire. I need Perto, Van, and MC2 to make reflex saves.
Uh-oh.
Proto, no. It may not be a critical though. So
No, well, that's what I'm thinking. If it is, though, we have a lot more fighting to do. I'm trying to figure out if I should just hero point it.
ooh. I don't know that, dude. I
If
think
that's
save
worth
it. 'Cause
Yeah, I'll save it. We're like this. Yeah, we're still at full
we're
health.
contained.
Even if it's a crit, I'll take it.
Right. MC2 takes 9 points of fire damage. Perto takes 36 points of fire
Ooh.
damage. And Van takes 18 points of fire damage.
He's always taking these huge amounts of damage right at the beginning of combat.
All right, that's it for this guy. He's done so.
We need
And
to stop crit failing on our first round.
Oh boy.
and he will for his other action, he'll basically just 1 second. What? No, downstairs yes, upstairs now. I'll do it on my break. Yeah, for his last action, he would just kind of call out, screaming, trying to like, intruders, we need help,
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It's unfortunate, but
Well, let's see if they even hear him.
I mean, he did throw a
The
bomb
doors
at us.
closed. The doors closed.
he's thrown several bombs now. Someone's bound to have noticed something.
Yeah. I don't know why Roll20 does this. Sometimes it just does get stuck on my.
Did we just? Oh yeah, I guess I can see. Yeah, did we just leave? No, we did close the door. Okay.
Oh, Renali's supposed to be in here with us too.
Yeah, that's kind
right.
of what tipped him off was Shinava just sort of slammed the door on him.
Right.
You know, as you do.
As she does. Wow.
Wait, the door is closed. Yeah, let me close the
Okay.
door.
Oh, that's fine. It was more of a like, am I going to be able to see people as they approach, take pot shots? And I think we closed the door, so I can't do that.
Figured it would dull the sound of him screaming. Is he still going?
No. Okay.
Okay.
Elijah's done.
All right, so Elijah is just going to be horking and hurling and trying to purge himself of this horrible whatever that has been inflicted upon him. And I guess I make another fort save
Correct.
and hope I make a nat 20.
Hey! It's pretty good.
That is
so-
a success.
Okay, so how sickened am I now?
Second one.
Sickened 1.
Oh.
Can I spend another action to continue purging myself, or do I only get the 1 round of vomit?
Single action. So
I mean, single action, so I guess you could do it a second time.
it says it reduces it by 2 on a critical success. I don't know if that was a critical success.
I think the DC for this is high enough that I'm not going to get a crit unless I get a nat 20. Okay, so yeah, second round is going to be continuing to vomit.
That is a fail.
And
Imagine if you critically fail, you get sicken more.
how much vomit do I have in me?
Okay, so you spend your entire turn basically retching and just coughing out the thick smoke and that fills your lungs. Actually, wait, I take that back. That last one was also fail, actually. So you're still sicken.
Ooh,
Okay. Cool.
that's mean.
MC2's turn.
Okay, so who took a bunch of damage?
Proto.
Pardon. Okay.
I think Van also.
Oh, did Van? I didn't hear what he
Ran
said.
took 18.
Yeah, he didn't take as much as you did.
Oh, so not okay. Yeah. So
I think it's mostly Perdo and C2 who took a lot of damage there.
I took 9.
yeah, MC2 rolled the 29 on the reflex.
To the past, Van failed, Proto critically failed.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll heal Perdo. God.
Hooray.
You have to.
Okay, so it's just a regular 2d8. Oh wow,
Ooh.
it's terrible.
Should
Oh,
that be
wow.
adding something? It doesn't add anything. Okay.
No, that's still be
2d8.
there. Okay, and then I'll reach out my other arm and touch our co-op friend.
Hey. Don't hit him.
I'm not.
Shot the
Oh,
monkey.
nice.
That's a
30
beautiful
attack.
roll.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Do I hit?
That is a hit.
Does it do damage? God damn, 2d12 enters do damage. I rolled.
Oh no, that was. How did wait?
Oh, what?
Wait a minute. You listed
It's
a
only
D12.
it's only rolling 1d12 there.
Oh.
I think you get the extra because it's heightened at this level, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, sorry about that.
And it only gives a persistent on a crit. Is that how that works?
Okay, so 11 total.
Nice.
And
But
it's
not
made of
persistent,
metal.
so-
Still have 11 points electricity.
The armor is
if
not metal.
if the target is wearing metal armor or is made of metal, is when the persistent comes in. Okay.
It
This
is
is cobalt made of metal.
the cobalt's not, and the armor it's wearing looks to be leather.
Darn.
Is it
It does take 11 points of
metal
damage.
weapon? Hooray!
Zap zap.
Shanava's turn.
Okay, is this an ongoing poison?
The
No, right?
the cloud, no.
Considered a poison. Okay, all right.
No, no.
She's going to just fucking deal with it. She's going to move forward, draw her sword, move forward, and trying to decide where I want to end up. Maybe here. Yeah. No, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. Okay. And she's going to chop two-handed style on this dude. She's getting a taste for the two-handed style now. Here it comes.
There we
27.
go.
That
Alright.
is a hit.
Woo, all right. 26 points of damage. Double 11s on the fucking damage. Oh, that is beautiful.
Ooh, that is
So
Wow.
nice.
holy cow.
Whap.
A deep slash right into the kobold's winter's
Oh, does a 25 hit?
20. Why is it? Because it doesn't have the. Because that didn't take
Yeah.
any kind of second.
Yeah.
25 does not hit. So that is
Oh
a
my
miss actually.
Oh boy.
So you go and get a clean swing, you and just get you retch a bit and just cause you to swing wide a bit.
Grab them to pieces.
That was a miss.
All right. She's gonna try and make herself puke all over this thing.
Hmm.
Ah, damn it!
Bam.
Natural fucking one. All right. That's it for her. Oh no, she couldn't have done that. That was 3 actions. I apologize. So never mind. Disregard that.
Okay. Luckily,
Strong move attack.
luckily for you, I don't think it makes you more sick, so you're good.
Yeah, it's like. Let me get some water and beer back.
I guess Van will back up a little bit. Actually, no, he won't back up. He'll stay where he is, and he'll just do a full-blown magic missile. 3 actions, so 3 missiles. Yeah, and just fires 3 bursts of arcane energy straight at the kobold. That's up for Perto.
Okay. Let's see. Perto is going to take his move action, just kind of slide up into the corner over here. He's going to command Lucia, who's going to shift over, get that flanking with Shinava going on. Going to make a Jaws attack. Aw, dang. Oh, well, 25 with flanking, maybe.
25 with flanking will hit.
Hooray! Yeah, so 14 points of damage there. And then, yeah, so we said that the thing affecting Elijah Shinava, they're like sickened, right? Or whatever. It's not
Correct.
persistent damage. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I guess I will go ahead and shoot the monster thing. I mean, it's a kobold, I guess. I don't know if that counts as monster, but
It's a monster.
here we go. Okay. So, 1 hit. Maybe.
26 does not hit.
Oh, I'm gonna 100 arrowhead thing that then.
Okay.
Make
Yeah,
it
you
28.
28 will hit then.
Get my 1 use per day on that.
Get that precision shot right into it.
Nice. So freaking.
Okay, that's
Best.
my turn.
Alright.
Uh-oh. It's his turn.
Yes.
Back. At least we're spread out, which is
Yeah,
good.
kobold alchemist could possibly do.
Okay, it is going to. Alright, so it is going to, with its. Yeah, it is going to use its. On its back, kind of has this like looks to be like a staff. Actually, probably better if I actually just show you the actual picture of it.
Oh, interesting.
The scat, the like a little staff that has like a little like small skull on it. And as you kind of takes it out and kind of like points it out, you see the skull on top of the staff kind of like starts to glow as it will use its ability to cast Flaming Sphere. So technically it would provoke from Shinava
Yes.
because it's a manipulate action.
Oh, gladly. Now I should only have. Oh, I still have the -2 on this. Let me.
Yep, you have not started puking yet.
It's flanking now, though, so.
Right. I think I got it on. Yes, it's 14 instead of 16. So yes.
Ooh.
All right, it's a decent hit. That's 32 actually. So yeah. Oh no, it's not. It's It's you don't get a plus. You get a -2 to your armor, right?
You get a -2 to everything.
So that hits as you hit it in the back, but as it does, it uses the staff and it drops. You see this massive sphere of fire just appears right on top of Perto.
Oh boy. Okay.
Get out of there. Oh god.
Is a reflex
reflex?
save.
Okay.
Throw
What's
part of a shield.
DC of the staff?
Okay, that's respectable.
I'm trying to see what actual DC of the item. The item itself is.
Oh god. Oh no. It's a freaking level 20 artifact that he got from the pit. Yeah, this guy's definitely evil. Okay? I think we're good killing this guy.
Have you ever met a good guy that has a flaming skull on their staff? I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'll
assume
give
that
you
that actually succeeded. So we'll say that
Oh.
succeeded.
Nice. Quick.
But all the same, I think we could have approached this a little differently.
Possible.
I gave him a chance to parlay so we could be friends.
Sorry. So what happened?
You dodged the flaming sphere. It's kind of like
Oh, it's
It's
not
not
even
like-
a half damage. I just dodged. Okay.
no. If you make the
Oh,
save on the flaming
Throw
sphere,
yourself
yeah.
out the way.
But it is like
Cool.
it's like right behind you, basically.
Right. It's MC2. I think used this before. Okay.
Nicely done. Okay, now he dies.
10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, Elijah's turn.
All right. Elijah is going to purge one more time.
That
Yay, nay.
is a fail.
Wow.
Well,
Fuck
you
it.
dropped to 1, so you only have a -1
Yeah.
here.
I'm gonna step up and stab, and then I am
Here.
going to
Maybe I need to
use my
refresh.
parrying scabbard to protect myself against the.
Wait, where are you actually standing?
You might need, you might not be where you think you are. You're behind Shinabi. I think you went to forward.
That's not him.
No, he's over here.
That's a.
That's a table.
Wow.
That's a nightstand.
Okay.
It's a hit on the
Okay.
nightstand, but I peeled the nightstand.
Take a 5-foot step, and then stab.
Okay. It is a miss as you reach and try and put the kobold duck under the rapier strike as you quickly pull back and prepare yourself. MC2.
All right. How's this thing looking?
It's definitely looking a bit roughed up, yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
That hits as you just blast it with this cold burst of cold air.
Oh, damn it. I forgot to add that.
I don't think it's rolling the heighten again. Yeah.
No, I didn't hit that. Stupid. Stupid. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm done.
Yep. Shanava's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna look this thing square in the eye. Like, I'm gonna rip your fucking head off and put it on on the other end of that stupid looking stick. Try and intimidate. Booyah! Alright. Not sure if it's a crit or not. Probably not. I mean, actually.
No, it's a success.
Alright. -1. Now we're both -1.
Okay.
That's to attacks and armor class. So it's kind of the same effect.
Oh, it's armor class too.
Oh,
Awesome.
Yeah, it's everything.
It's worth putting points in.
Wow.
I'm going to put, I think, another feat into this ability when I can. All right, and she's going to bring the BS down. Oh, fuck.
That is a miss.
That should be a 23. I'm not. It should be a minus. I know it's still a miss, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, might as well attack again. Yeah. Let's see. All right. That's a really bad miss. Okay. Fuck. I would have so much damage. Oh, wait. That's 23 flanked. And frightened.
23 flank frightened is still a miss.
Effective -3.
Oh.
Fuck.
Ooh.
26 misses? Or I don't know if he has a resistance or anything, but oh, man.
Yeah, I think my 26 missed and 28 hit, so I think you missed it by like 1 or 2.
I mean, granted, I did roll an 8, so that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean I missed? That's just a big number.
I know, right? It's taken a while to adjust to that.
Yeah, this weird kind of bounded accuracy with the growing numbers is interesting.
Alright, Van's turn. Two for he used that one. He used magic missile for
Shut
that
this
third.
guy up.
He will use.
Next time he's tackle my shield.
I guess I'll use a sudden bolt. Reflex save.
Sudden boot.
That is that's a critical success.
Oh no.
I think that's no damage, right? Yeah. So
This
he
guy.
as the bolt the kobold just quickly rolls out of the way as it strikes and a miss.
Even with the frightened, right?
Yeah, even with the frightened, yeah.
Oof.
Perto's turn.
Tough to...
Okay.
Now you're standing in a ball of flame right now, too, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it doesn't do anything until if he stays where he is, then he
Right.
would.
So
Yeah,
if he moves, the other guy has to actually actively move it, right?
correct.
It's a good way to eat up actions, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So like, I need to move away from it. I'll move here. Yeah. I'll move one more. I want to be closer to the door just in case more stuff starts pouring in. I'm gonna have Lucia attack the hell out of it.
Please, Lucia.
Jaws attack.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
28 flat-footed.
And then a claws, which I guess it's 18. It wouldn't matter. I think it's not doing the hunted target thing right, but 18 misses no matter what. 28's good though. I like that.
It's a very good one. Double sevens on the damage too.
And then,
Damn.
as Purchase third action, I will do my normal hunted shot. Pew pew.
Oh. 26
I don't
misses.
know. Yeah, I think the 26 misses. 27 maybe?
20, the both hit, 26 hits with frighten, with whatever the
Oh, with frightened, I
Determination is-
forgot. You're
Mhm.
right.
I love it.
Nice.
so
All
they
right,
both
then it
hit.
worked for me. It worked for somebody else.
Awesome. Okay, I'll take it.
Such a good. That's right. He's thinking about his head being on that freaking rod.
He's like, they're gonna make their own stat. Excellent.
Alright. Kobold's turn. Now I start within close range.
You can always give up. You can always surrender. He tells him. Doesn't have to go to this. Well, I really like the idea of putting your head on that stick.
To be like, Shinava's made so much improvement, and then you finish it off with that.
As well as you can tell, we are the very diplomatic kind of adventurers here.
Van's the one that talks to the dragons, not me.
Okay. With that. She'll reach into her belt once more to pull out another concoction. That technically does provoke.
From
From any Shinava's normal, I think that has an attack of opportunity reaction.
I am on this.
yeah, that's right. It's a fighter
Dude
thing.
owes me.
Yep.
Oh, no, you don't, she says, and brings the sword down and misses.
Oof.
terribly. Oh,
Catches the lip of the table.
oh,
Swings
come
wide.
on, man.
There's another cloud of smoke fills the area. Also catching Eliza and Shinava in it once again. That would be another fortitude save for the both of you.
Ah, God. Ah, here we go. Hey. Maybe.
Okay. Let's see.
Shinava should be sick in one now, by the way.
Correct. So that is okay. Wait, you're second one because
I still have one round of sickened on from the previous bomb.
did you retch to
No,
get rid of it? Or
I read, but I did not succeed. I rolled very low on the fortitude.
then you would still be two.
Oh no, but don't you shake off each round?
I don't think second shakes off each round.
Oh.
Only with successful
Only
force.
with successful actions.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought this
Yeah.
was a fading away thing. Oh,
No, it
all right.
stays.
Very
Alright,
good.
so Shinava succeeds, so she gains one more level, so she's second 3. And Elijah fails, so you gain 2 more levels. So you're both
Oh,
second 3
my
now. As once again the creature kind of hides once the smoke clears.
All right, we need to pop those things that we have.
Elijah's turn.
Shinava, we need to have a talk about diplomacy after this.
This is diplomacy.
This is barroom diplomacy.
That's what I do, man. Will the anti-plague help against this? Probably would not. No. It's not a disease. Okay.
No.
Did we get other stuff? I have to look in the inventory thing.
Lucky for you, I can treat condition.
Oh, well. I think we're in desperate need of that. Is that a combat thing?
I can do anything.
Because if you can do that in combat, that would be absolutely amazing.
I can.
So what is Elijah doing?
Sorry, I didn't realize it was my turn now. I am gonna hurl.
Oh, baby!
That is.
And then I'm going to. I need to downgrade my second one, three back to 1. Yay. Then I'm gonna look around for the little shit.
Oh, he's in Terminator mode now.
He is in the corner hiding under the table.
So I'm just gonna point my dagger directly at the kobold, and I can go all day. And I think you're gonna run out of those little toys sooner than later. So let's end this now, huh?
You're medium size, right?
I am.
Okay.
Okay. I believe that's the second, and that's it for your turn, or?
Yeah. Perception, retching, and pointing my
Try
very
intimidate.
fancy rapier.
Yeah, make an intimidate check. Make it a 20.
Sure. Yeah, let's make it.
Keep
Now-
that
now
20
you
free
jinxed me, man.
rolling. Oh.
Now you jinxed
Not
me.
that. Then.
I'll take the blame, sure.
Before MC2's turn, you guys notice the door opens up.
Ah, dang it. I was going to try to barricade it on my next turn. I realized I forgot to do that when I moved away. Too late. Okay.
Son of a gun.
What is that, dude?
As you see, 2 of the boggarts from the nearby area came over. One of them opens the door, kind of seeing what's going on as it suddenly quickly assessing the situation, seeing the enemies. You see this kind of croaks out this like massive, powerful croak that actually kind of shakes the area a bit.
Oh.
So it would be.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Pato, Van, and MC2 need to make fortitude saves.
Screw it. I'm gonna hero point that one. I can't crit fail another save.
19 to them.
Jeez, even the 21 still not great, but
Yeah,
Was C2?
you already rolled it.
already there. Yeah.
You guys, so Pato, Van, and MC2 all take 4 points of sonic damage.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Deceptively
hey.
low. I feel like there's
yeah, maybe that wasn't hero point worthy. Maybe I made a mistake. That's fine. Might as well use it. Use it or lose it.
that dude that pops in there. What's his deal? Like, I really can't get a good look at his token.
It is a bogger, but the bogger definitely looks is a bit more armored. Seems to have like kind of like using like a skull as kind of like a helmet kind of.
Okay. All right. This guy's mine. You guys killed off. You finished that other dude in the corner.
MC2's turn now.
All right, I will reach out my vines and try to make them not sick.
Oh, can you do that? How does that
I
work?
can't.
I appreciate it.
So that's for Shanava.
Oh
That's
man. Oh, what is that? Does that remove the condition completely?
It reduces it.
Okay.
So where is it?
By 1 or 2, depending on the degrees of success.
So it would be 1 degree. So I guess it would reduce it by 1.
Fuck yeah, man.
Oh well, then I'm no longer sickened.
Sweet.
Hooray.
Now, since I'm able to heal 2 people at the same time, does that count as 1 action or 2 actions?
I think if you can get 2 people in with 1 action, then it's 1 action.
Okay, just wanted to make sure before I did this. Ledger card. All these guys at the door.
Those are both fails.
Oh yes. Oh, there's more than one person at the door.
I see 2.
There are 2
okay.
bargains at the door. The shock between 2 of them. Okay, Shanava.
All right. All right. She's gonna spin her around, an action to barf. She's gonna hold her finger up, like, hold on a second. Okay, does not succeed. I'm assuming.
That is a fail.
Oh my god, this stuff sucks.
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to draw her shield. Move 5, 10, 15 to block the door. That's puke, draw, move. Yep, she's done.
Yep. And the last one, seeing the scenario, not really sure what's going on, will just begin to cast a spell as you see this line of acid begin to form as it shoots out this little line of acid straight at Pato.
Okay. Let me
That's coming from the dude outside the
do
door.
this quick as a reaction.
It is acid hour.
Oh.
Okay.
That is
And then
19 to hit.
Nice.
oh, 19 to hit? Yeah, no, that doesn't hit then. Okay.
Yeah, that is a miss. Alright, before we move on to the next round, I'm just gonna take a quick break. If I just a quick
Sounds good.
short like break just to get a drink and all that stuff.
All
And
right.
then we will resume with the combat.
Sounds good.
Good.
BRB. Alright. Let's see, up the order. Is everyone back or
I'm back.
Yeah.
I think we're all here.
cool? Okay. In that case, Van will this first thing Van will do is make a perception check to find Kobold.
Oh man.
I don't know why my Roll20 likes to do this. Just reload, my Roll20 was acting up. Okay. What in? Okay, technically that's a fail, so he doesn't actually see it. Okay. Then in that case, I guess he'll just like, yeah, he doesn't want to waste a big spell. He'll just teleconnect projectile something at one of the bogger that opened the door. And that is a miss. Perto's turn.
Okay. Perto, I guess I
Oh.
know because the door's like weirdly in between here. Are we saying like, is it this square that has the door in it? Like, would I be able to make this movement? Is it a double door type of thing? Or are we saying we're kind of boxed in here?
I mean, what movement? Like, move out?
Yeah, like, am I able to move out and hit maybe this guy, or at least just try to get around this guy and like do that, and then maybe
we can
try
say
to
that
sidestep
the
through
guy
them?
that the guy kind of's on maybe like open doors like off to the side a bit because of the weird place it is.
Yeah,
There's
that's
some wiggle room.
Yep. Okay. So I mean, I guess I used mine as the example, but I'm gonna tell Bear to go there, and hope they can't take opportunity attacks.
Okay.
So Bear's gonna get in position. I am going to go ahead and, kind of weirdly actually mark this one as my hunted target.
Which one?
Sorry, the one under the bear,
Okay.
not the one that's being flanked. And then third action, we are going to effectively attack different targets. So the bear is going to attack the one being flanked. So I'll do that first. Oh boy.
Okay, so the bear just crawls and just bites on the back of that. Oh god, kills that one.
Excellent. Okay. And then I'm gonna do my normal double shot at the other one.
Holy smoke.
Boom, boom. I got one in there.
That's
Maybe.
yes. That first one is a hit, and that's a critical.
Sweet. Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, what?
And then, I guess he's probably darn. I have weapon expertise, which on a bow means that it would be pinned if it was next to like a wall or something. It would be stuck to the wall with the arrow. But unfortunately, that does not apply here.
All right. So your bear just monsters down on one of the boggers, but the other one you line a shot and just retaliate with your own arrow right into its center mass deep, and you can see kind of croaking a bit in pain, but still currently standing, but definitely a bit roughed up. Oh, right. Hazel's turn. Hazel's turn.
I assume Rob is doing some math right now.
But I think this might be the spellcaster that's left, so he's got options.
His option is fun. So he's just gonna be bolting it.
Oh.
Sounds
Bold choice, okay. Like it.
Where's he off to?
He didn't know.
Yeah, we did see a lot more creatures outside, so he could have another group of companions behind him.
yeah.
That unfortunately we can't see because we're inside, and bear can't properly communicate that to us.
Yeah, report, sit rep.
See, this is why my alchemist familiar has speech.
Yeah, why doesn't your bear have speech, man?
Yeah, you're lagging
I
here.
don't know. Next level, I can take Beastmaster's Trance, though, where I can see everything. I basically can work into my animal companions.
Ooh.
But that's a level 6 thing.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That'll be really nice when it's my bird, because I think at certain levels it the range of it gets longer, and at some point it gets up to 100 miles.
Okay, it is going to attempt to tumble through Shinava.
Oh.
Get past Shinava.
Oh.
So what is your reflex save modifier? What's your reflex modifier?
Right, it's 10.
Your reflex modifier is 10.
Yeah.
It's 10 plus not 20, so it has to be a DC 20. That is 22, so it just made it.
Oh, you little minx.
A rascal.
So it will start to fully its way out, and just one ends up bolting it out.
Come back here. Now,
Awesome.
does Shinava still get an attack of opportunity when it kind of leaves her space?
Yeah, you would actually technically, yeah, because it's still moving
Okay.
through, yeah. So you would get,
Because it tumbled the one, but not. Oh, yeah.
Right, like once it left her space, then it
Mhm.
would, right? I would think. Okay, cool.
Oh, nice.
Something. That's something to remember me by.
yeah. Okay. So as it runs, you just strike it with the back. Deep cover into its back. Elijah's done.
Alrighty. So the dude got away there, huh?
Yeah.
So, well, I'm gonna go see what he was working on over here and go through the papers on his desk. So that's going to be basically my actions, just getting up close and going through the papers and see what he's working on there and see what's up.
Okay. There's quite a few different things. You this initially in the short turn-based amount of time you have, you can see there's a lot of alchemical concoctions and potions and all sorts of. There are also other papers there as well. There's another little pouch in there.
Grab the pouch, and if I see any alchemical formulas, I will grab those as well.
There's no formulas, but there's different vials and potions and different elixirs and stuff.
And then I'm gonna just shove that all into my bag.
Okay. MC just done.
Is there? Yeah.
Wait. This is that's just for that one turn. There's a lot there for you to kind of properly assess in 6 seconds technically.
No, I'm gonna continue to shovel stuff into my bag and sort it out later.
Okay.
Okay. So are all the enemies gone? I see the one still in the initiative order, but
They're going to be coming back.
Yeah, there's one next to the bear, and the other crew guy, the spellcaster one we were fighting, ran up to the north.
I didn't realize there were more outside.
Yes.
You went north, the kobold?
That you saw.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
With my special Perto vision.
I was sling mud at Van. That's just a basic. He gets 10 back, and then I will zap the thing at the door
Yes.
with Ray of Frost.
Oh, the frost.
Shit.
That is a miss as the rain hits the side of the door frame, chills it a bit.
Why didn't you want me to be happy?
Now it's done.
All right, she's going to move out. Ugh, I don't have my shortcuts enabled. All right, where the hell is this guy?
The bogger?
No, the dude, the kobold.
As you step out through the doorway, you'll see there's a dead kobold to your right.
Oh my god! From my attack of opportunity.
Yep, you killed him. He had like 3 hit points left, so like he just had to. It was a last ditch effort.
Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. All right. I'm like, wait, is that it? Why is he dead? Okay. So she's gonna look down and see that thing. He's gonna laugh, be like, all right, well, I guess you're getting this then. She's gonna bring the sword down on this boggart. Oh, there I am. All right. Got
Oh.
some back.
Oh man, these reinforcements had a bad day, huh? One
Oh,
eaten
man,
just to shreds by a bear.
Yeah, now we're just okay, cool. We're coming around now. It didn't roll the crit damage though. That's a crit, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
26.
So if I do that, that's 48.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
That is
Who needs
that's a dead bogger.
Wow, you rolled a 12 and an 8 on damage.
Wow.
Amazing.
Just cleave this guy. Oh my god. Nobody else out here like charging us or
There's nobody else calling. You don't see anybody like actively coming
all
at
right,
you guys
she's like,
now.
come on. Perdo, let's grab the bodies. Let's go. Let's grab this. Grab the bodies and bring them inside. And slowly just close the door.
Yeah, I guess so. we'll drag all the bodies back inside. I can't remember this. Did we say this was a window here?
It's
was
not.
There are no windows.
Not. Just
There
there
was
aren't. Okay.
creative liberties from the artist decided to do it.
Yeah. Artist was like, I want to put a window here. And Pies was like, no.
There you put it.
No, it's
Okay.
it's a 10-foot by 10-foot windowless room.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. Yeah,
All right,
so
cool.
we'll quickly try to drag everything inside and shut the door once again.
Oh, boy.
Okay, now, where were we? I wish we could kind of heal this guy to talk to him, but he's a bad guy. I think we're pretty solid on that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Too bad we don't have a wizard or someone who can speak to the dead or whatever the spell is.
Yeah, I don't think you want to cast any of that stuff around. Points at Masitu.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think
you
you
can see
talk to
what's
dead
happening
people. I
from
just don't want you to reanimate them.
Yeah, they're still dead. It's fine.
Oh, okay. All right, as long as we know where the line is, that's
Well,
good.
they're not
Creation of
undead, yeah.
The murder line.
So talking to the dead is cool. Reanimating the dead is not. Got it.
Like, you can talk to the spirit of a dead person. I mean, like, I'm a spirit in a body. You're talking to me.
Whoa.
And reanimating dead things, no.
All right. We have a line.
Otherwise, I just don't give a shit.
You know, as plants do. Okay, so now that we have a little bit more time, I'm going to continue papers and stuff on the table, see what's going on.
Okay.
Oh my god.
A little less pressed for time, I guess.
Puking nonstop.
I was concerned that we're going to have to, run away very quickly there, so I wanted to see what's going on before we had to run.
Do I need to keep making fortitude saves?
No, we'll save that you eventually.
Spam. All right. I'm rolling so badly.
I guess it depends how long you guys are staying in here. Like a extended period of time, or
entire
just.
Oh, I don't think that long. Are we? I guess. Did anyone take significant damage? Do we even need to take like a 10-minute in here? I think we mostly just wanted to. I mean, Elijah already did. I mostly just grab papers and things, see if there's anything useful before we ransack the rest of the camp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, see if there's
should be
anything
fun then.
useful. Figure out what they're doing here. See what their plans are. If we can determine it from what we got there.
Dear diary.
Okay.
That's actually a good idea.
Most of the stuff has been kind of tossed into the Elijah's bag. There is all sorts of potions and elixirs that you kind of just held in there. The leather pouch that you grabbed, you open it and you see inside the pouch there's about what looks to be, well, it's hard for you to see exactly, but there's a number of golden nuggets
Okay.
inside the pouch.
Ooh.
Do they look poisoned?
They.
I think that's Van that has to identify it, maybe, or something, right? The
Yeah.
alchemist tools we had. I mean, we could do that later, also, as long as
Yeah.
we just leave them in the sack for now. Something to keep in mind for later, though.
They do have the similar sheen to it.
Got it. Okay.
Poison code.
There's also what looks to be this strange little almost like it looks like part of a human kind of, but like almost preserved in this strange talisman type manner.
So it's like a relic, religious relic.
It would resemble more of like it seems to be about the size of a talisman of some sorts. And another one is this it's like a bit of a, you see what looks to be some wire and some like a set of like these wooden stakes kind of all like wrapped up in this wire.
Don't mean nothing to me.
Can I roll crafting to try to identify these things?
Sure. Okay. The bundle of spikes and stuff resembles striking snare. I mean, it's a specific type of a snare.
Okay.
What the hell?
So, just like a ranger trap.
Yeah, basically, a ranger trap. You set up a tripwire. If anybody triggers it, they must make a reflex saving throw. If they fail, it does 98 piercing.
Oh, damn.
That's a pretty good chunk of damage.
Wow, that's pretty cool. How do we what skill is required to use that? Or is that a class feature or something? Is just something you can just drop? Anybody can use it?
I think anybody can use them. There is a feat to actually make the snares yourself. But you kind of have to set them up, and then they all pretty much like traps that you set up yourselves, basically. I know rangers do have some specific snare feats and stuff, but anybody can technically make snares and use them.
That could come in handy.
You also find this, what looks to be like an ash rod.
That's a wand of something.
Oh yeah, we get this guy's rod too, don't we? Or whatever he had.
Oh yeah, and the skull staff. We're gonna have to go over the kobold's goodies.
I mean, double skull staff.
Don't disrupt the magic on it. Magic is a very delicate thing. If you go putting random skulls on top of other skulls, who knows what you're gonna do? You can like tear open his portal to the afterlife or something. You know, one moment you're slapping some poor kobold's skull on there, the next second you've torn open a portal to Abadar, and you know, some infernal comes out and has words with you. You know.
Okay. Just wanted to keep my promise, that's all.
Not all promises must be kept.
Okay, I will say at least, for C2, you do, the kobold does have a few things on him. He does have what looks, a few potions on him. He has a set of leather armor, not magical. He does have a dagger that is magical. It's a +1 dagger. A crossbow that is magical, +1 crossbow.
Ooh.
Oh.
And the staff, which you are unable to identify.
Okay. Can I attempt to identify the staff then?
Sure. Kind of check.
Or crafting,
sorry.
because I'm
Oh, yeah,
special
crafting, yeah.
like that.
We saw it do something. I forgot what it did though.
Yeah, it is a greater staff of fire.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
That sounds very expensive.
Greater, yeah, that makes it sound really good.
Greater staff of fire can cast the following. It can cast second level burning hand, second level flaming sphere, third level flaming sphere, third level fireball. Depending on
Holy crap.
how many charges you put in it.
Wow.
And Missy 2 has swiped that. Okay.
I mean, if someone else wants it, that's fine. But
I think you're the main one who can put it to best use. You and
yeah,
Van.
the spells are all on my spell list. So
And it does 1d4 bludgeoning damage.
Yes, it is a staff. You can just beat someone with it. If it comes down to it, you can just beat someone with the staff.
reach out with my vines and smack a bitch from across the room.
Well, you and Van will have to fight over it, but I have no
Finders
complaints.
keepers, he's not here.
You're right. If he wanted it, he should have been here.
Exactly. Look at what I'm wearing.
I don't know. What are you wearing? Never mind.
I'm made of leaves.
Can I not modify this?
Yeah, I'll buy that. All right. So, does Van have enough juice to invisible us again, or?
He has. I'm checking to see what's. Yeah, he does have an more action to cast another invisibility sphere.
Okay, so everyone else agree with that? We go
Yeah,
back
so
to
we-
invisibility mode. And,
Elijah, make a perception check.
I have made a perception check.
There is one thing kind of going through the document you see. You do see, in all the paperwork, there is what appears to be a map of some sort. And you see the map actually kind of has various markings on it. And the markings themselves seem to correspond to locations in the jungle. your best guess is it probably pertains to specific locations where the fortress itself might be, or the pillars might be, or locations of for the cult.
Uh,
Okay.
so this might
Well,
not be their hideout after all.
no, but it has given us some very useful breadcrumbs. Okay. So, yeah, of course, I call everyone's attention to that.
Yeah, it's just a regular, just a regular one.
All right. Okay. So we have a map. Do we want to press on or continue searching this place invisibly?
We got another building to check out.
We do.
Yeah. And peeking outside the door, like, do we still see the boggards tending to the sick ones and all that?
You do, yes.
And is it like maybe like a couple of them walked off to see what was going on, and then
I mean, it does seem the two that walked off to inspect what happened.
Yeah.
None of the other ones came over.
right? So like they were from that group.
It appears so.
All right.
Well, I don't see them. I mean, I feel bad attacking them if they're sick and stuff. But do we just burn another spell to walk to the next one? Or do we just deal with this and see what happens?
I kind of think using a spell to avoid combat would not be the worst idea.
Okay. And Renali has been with us, right? Did we just forget
she's
to use her?
her token.
I mean, I guess I can bring her in. I
Yeah.
can bring in because she's kind of not up at the same strength as you lot, but I can bring her in.
Okay, really? So she could be like something we don't want to bring into combat so much.
Well, I mean, it's obviously. I mean, you guys are obviously gonna be higher level than whatever she was at the time. Like,
Yeah.
well,
Basically, we've leveled up. She hasn't, and so
Right.
she's at a bit of a
Alright.
disadvantage now.
Well,
But
I mean,
she
she's not a
does-
frontliner like Alec was, so I think she'll be okay, right? We'll keep her safe.
Yeah, maybe. So we'll
Throw
see.
in some spells. All right, Inviso us up then.
you guys step out and
Fuck
here's
away.
invisible.
Guess we just make a beeline for the door down here.
Yeah.
Is sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, we'll head for the door, and Shinava, remember not to kick it in and make threats. No threats, no
I'll
kicking in
work on
doors. We're trying to be quiet.
Why would she threaten a door?
Hey, what
I
about
don't
this?
know. You'd have to ask Shinava.
What about this? Is this what's going on here? Is that for real? Some weird magical stuff?
Looks like a cultist summoning circle.
Is Shinava just seeing blood circles written on the ground? Who knows?
There does seem to be this circle that's kind of like dug into the ground. You can see it's kind of like seems to have been filled with like dull gray metal, and kind of at one point, but it's kind of been burnt out. There's a few burnt out candles kind of on the outside of the circle. And it best, I mean, someone which they can try and identify what it might be. It would be a magical thing, arcana, religion, any of those. Well, maybe carnivores and not nature.
So, what about occultism?
Uh, you could do occultism.
Oof. Well, so much for that.
Mm. Mm, none of you are able to identify. It's some sort of a magical circle, but you are unable to identify what it pertains to.
So it's definitely magic. It's definitely a circle, and Lord only knows what it's used for. If only Van were here to tell us.
Van rolled a 4, so he cannot tell you. He rolled pretty
Only
bad.
Van himself were here to tell us.
All right, let's just get to that door then. Screw it.
All right, yeah. Off to the door we go.
Whoop. I think we're more going towards this area here.
That is not, the door is over here in front.
Oh, so that's like a
Well,
window or something.
That's
Well,
another
I think
creative,
like
It's a not window.
artistic license. It's weird. I think so.
Awesome.
I think
That's an artistic license. Okay.
Let me just see, because I think it's one of those. Yeah, so it's not one of the Paizo things which you don't really like. And the original map from Paizo, there actually is like a window there, so that's why the artist copied it. But it's weird because in the actual description of the place, it says there's no windows. So like
Interesting. It's like it was changed after they told the artist the directions.
basically, that's happened quite a bit in these first few books.
Yeah. Yeah.
well, we're probably gonna end up in Nimrod.
Oh, so all these boggarts are still over here then. Okay.
Correct.
I thought those were going to be the ones we killed that showed up as reinforcements. Okay.
We're trying to get inside, right? We're just gonna try to skip these guys, skip past them if we can.
Are we? Okay.
I don't know. What do you guys-
I think they're going to notice the door opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do the let the dinosaur thing out. That might draw these three away from the bonfire or something. They look like the actual workers. So we can fight them up north before dealing with these other, rather than have to deal with two fights at once.
Yeah. They are definitely close enough to notice a fight.
For sure.
Let's go back around and enact Operation Frisky Dino.
Excellent.
All the good operations have awesome names. So.
I don't know, man. I've been
It's
playing
not
XCOM
Operation
2
Frisky
recently, and they have some really weird operation names in that one. For some reason, the word stank is in the pool. It shows up fairly often. I played 3 missions in a row. I played God Stank, Demon Stank, and Castle Stank.
Jesus
Wow.
Very strange.
That is something else.
What a
Alright.
generation.
Just do what you gotta
Perfect.
do.
Yeah. I think there was like the just turn a wheel or something we had to do.
Correct.
Okay. Is that just
So
a thing, or does it require a check?
I know it's just you guys take the action. What are you guys? I guess when you guys open it, what are you guys plan?
Sorry to interrupt, but I could talk to it.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
That
Okay.
is
Yeah.
way better than my idea of using a nature check to figure out how to annoy it the most so it rampages.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And that's
stick
not
my
even
thumb
a.
right up in its cloaca.
All right, I will try to do dinosaur empathy. I'll make it a
Dinosaur.
public roll so that if I super fail, we can all laugh together while I cut myself. It's not
Okay.
want to eat me.
You try and talk and kind of soothe the animal a bit, and it doesn't really seem to take to your words as much, as it kind of starts to kind of just like seem to almost like get more frustrated than it kind of was. And as a result, you watch as it kind of stamping around, now actually goes slams into the side of the entire cage itself.
Okay, now.
All right, well, I will climb on the bear's back and leave. Well,
What did you say to him?
I just said I wanted to be friends.
What's the God.
It seems to not be receptive to my friendship.
It is not, and now you see it actively smashing into the side of the
Oh boy.
the cage.
Okay.
Can I use my shifting weapon to turn it into a like a spiky prodding stick and just start annoying the dinosaur?
Already annoying.
I'm not trying to hurt it. I just want to, make it more aggravated than it already is.
It's probably going to pop our invisibility because if it's a hostile action.
You know what? I will get stealthy.
She grabs your hand.
try.
She's like, do it. You going in?
Yeah, I'm getting low, getting quiet, stepping out of the bubble. I'm just going to start annoying the whatever the hell that is.
Okay. Are you doing stealthy or not stealthy?
I am doing as stealthy as I can.
So roll a stealth. There you go. Okay. Alright. As you continue to rile up, it slams into the side of the cage more and more. You can see it just forcefully slamming into it, its tail whipping around, hitting the side of the cage. The cage is, because of the weight and weight of the logs, it's still holding, but you can see that it's definitely trying to overpower and break through the cage.
Okay. I guess looking behind, do I see any of the guys by the fire like reacting or anything? I assume that this is making a lot of noise.
We're looking at over. Make a perception check.
Okay. Do.
Okay, you do not see any of the people, any of the cultists from the other side, heeding much attention to it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's interesting.
Do we set it free? Let it loose? Maybe they'll give a chase?
Yeah, let's. Perto, would you mind starting to cutting through the ropes, holding the door closed? Just like don't cut all the way through, and maybe the critter will do the job for finish the job for us. And everybody else, let's start scooting away so we're not in the fallout zone when it breaks out.
Okay. So where's everybody lining up to be?
Well, we're just gonna, I guess, get as close as he needs to be to do it, right? That's really up to whoever's gonna do the deed. Perdo? Was that Perdo doing it?
As in open the cage?
Well, just start cutting through the ropes that are holding the cage closed, so that like when the dino gets angry enough, they just sort of snap through it. It doesn't look like they've been, worked on by us.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I guess we can do that.
So if we're lucky, we'll be able to get in and out without anybody finding out that anything has happened beyond a slight case of murder of the other dude.
Okay,
Sure.
so Pato's trying to cut down some of the...
Yeah, with the claws, I guess, on my Cinderclaw gauntlet.
Mhm. Alright, so as you start to weaken some of the ropes, cutting through them, eventually as you keep cutting, the creature's still slamming. Eventually there's one hard smash and you see the gate just fall off to its side as the creature just stampedes out through it. It's still rushing around, looking around. It notices Elijah's still there.
Oh.
Oh, son of a gun! I forgot it, the important part of my plan, which was jumping back into the visibility sphere.
Whoops.
Does it work that way? Can you just go back? Can you go in and out of it like that? I have no idea how the spell works.
Yeah, I don't actually know either. I hope so.
If a creature made invisible by the spell leaves the spell's area, it becomes visible and remains so even if it returns to the spell's area. So yeah, once you leave, you can't come back in. So technically, the rest of the group is invisible, but it does notice.
I'm just going to start running back into the jungle then.
You gotta remain still so it doesn't see you.
I don't know if these dinos work that way, and I'm not sure if I want to find out.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm gonna assume the party's not gonna.
Wait. Yeah, party, do your thing. I'm gonna lead it on a chase, and today I've learned something.
All right. Hopefully you could lose it.
So yeah, I'm gonna double back, and
Oh wait,
I'm going
so
to be...
you're gonna have to stop back someplace by the cage. We're gonna have to roll initiative for this.
Okay. Okay. So starting back by the cage, I guess I will get my initiative out.
This is basically just Elijah the Dino right now. Or should we all roll?
I mean, you would roll if you
We'll just all roll. So we
see what you guys want to actually.
In case things go south, further south.
Oh my god.
Definitely not going near that mud.
So my broad plan is going to be running back down this way, past the stuff we saw at the fire, and then into the jungle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hopefully, be drawing everything there away from y'all who are going to go into the house and see what's going on there. So don't make my sacrifice in vain.
And he comes back with a brand new character from the jungle.
Well, I'm hoping it doesn't end that way, but if it does, I am prepared.
You can't see the invisible salute.
I guess you better go
Schnapp is
invisible
giving
so I can see you.
Elijah technically is the first one to react.
Oh, nice, dude. You beat it by 1.
Not why everyone's off a bit.
Running. Okay, there's my 3. And I'm pretty sure it sees me, so I think it'll give me chase now.
Good lord.
Especially since I've been spending so much time
15, 20,
being an asshole to it.
25, 30. Move 30 feet, right? Yep.
Fucking crazy tiefling.
5, 10,
Oh, we could climb trees.
15, 20, 25.
I've got survival. I'll figure something out.
Okay, it'll move twice, and it'll with its long neck reach out to try and bite Elijah.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yeah, I really wish Perto was able to make friends with this now.
Does them speak to you? I take no responsibility.
That's a 30 hit.
30 hits.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah, you take 17 points of piercing damage as its head reaches down, grabs and bite of you from the back.
Jesus. Oh boy. This
All
is
right.
okay.
What?
I got this.
Can I ask why you didn't go north? Or east?
Because I wanted to get the attention of the other stuff down there that had until now not noticed that the monster was breaking out.
Oh,
So I wanted to make sure that this distraction actually worked as a distraction.
Are you able to outrun this thing?
If you'd asked me that before the dino went, I would have said yes.
Well, if you want to bring him back to us, then we'll fight it. But
I'm already committed. So I'll just take the chips as they fall.
what do you guys want to do? I'm last on initiative, so that's really all. Up to you.
Yeah, I would. What is so Renali knows what the plan is. If she should try and assist.
Pearl's gonna
Elijah?
get murdered by this thing. I mean, Elijah's gonna get murdered by this thing. We have
Unless
to
he
kill
gets
it.
away.
It's risky. The farther you go, the harder it's gonna be to catch up to you.
I may yet pull it off.
All right. Well, I guess we're going.
Like yes, going and like it's.
Well, I'll let Elijah decide because he's the one being chased screaming.
I think we should trail along.
Yeah, yeah.
Or we could wait, does this loop around? Oh no.
Yeah, we could just chase
Yeah,
the Brontosaurus. That's a good point.
Well,
Yeah, I
could
feel like we don't
we-
necessarily want to engage it and make it turn towards us instead, because I do like Elijah's plan of getting
Yes.
the other things involved. However, I do also now fear for Elijah's safety.
Right. I mean, and do we want to lead this thing into them so we have one big giant fight at once, or do we try to kill this thing now?
I think I would like the one giant fight, but
Okay.
That
Because
might
we got the
actually-
monkeys and the dudes down there and this thing, all at the same time.
Well,
chaos.
no time like the present.
So is it trailing, or because obviously the main issue you guys have to remember is that the rest of you are still technically in the sphere.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's up to when Van moves, you guys have to move with Van basically to stay in the sphere.
Mhm.
Or basically the invisible
Right.
is gonna drop regardless at that point. Actually, I think it might have actually.
Oh, does it drop it? I guess that determines it, huh?
Well, it says if one person takes a hostile action, it ends it for everybody. Is that what it says?
I would so very quick to make. Well, that's I guess that's if they're made invisible. Creatures remain invisible until at most the end of the first round. Let's say technically for this round you guys are technically invisible, and then the sphere is going to break this naturally because of the situation.
Okay.
So I guess it depends on what you guys is.
Shinava thinks we should kill it right now before we lead it into a pack of more dudes. Let's give him time to get to us. I don't know. Or we could just rush him.
Of course,
I
in
mean-
fairness, Shinava's usual response to things is just to kill it.
Yeah, I'm kind of behind the every one of us delaying our action till next round.
Okay, well, at least we want to move with it, though, right?
But I know, yeah, that does put you guys super far away. That I guess you and Bear that need to like be in melee. The rest of us are like casters in range, so it's not a huge deal.
Right, but they are also ranged too.
Yeah.
So is it a delay?
I say we just follow them. We do movement to keep up with this dinosaur, and that's it. Right? Wasn't that our plan?
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess yeah. If that's allowed, we can say that we all move as like a pack.
Yeah. So we would move on 12 because everybody had to wait for Shinava's slow ass.
Mm-hmm.
And 15, 20.
Zoom.
There you guys getting closer, or is that? Is that about as close as you guys want to get, or do you guys?
Yeah, I think that's good because any
Yeah, that's
closer we
pretty good.
start getting into its reach range.
Yeah, she'll be on the front with her shield and sword up.
Okay.
Assuming it's not a hostile action, can I mark it?
I mean, you can mark it, yeah.
Just to get that action out of the way.
Run, Elijah, run.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Elijah is continuing to run for his life.
Okay. At this time, you guys hear a bit of a rustling coming from the trees, as you can hear something. You can see what looks to be something flying in the air overhead.
Oh.
And you can see it kind of just be flying, see all the commotion going on. It definitely seems to have noticed some of the commotion that's going on. Okay.
Oh no.
Dinosaur is going to. $25, $30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh boy.
5,
Oh
10,
no.
15, 20, 25.
That thing is cruising.
I have to look at the range on my bow now. Oh boy.
I want to know what's flying above us.
I'm not sure how you outran it, but okay.
Really? Interesting.
It had to use all three of its actions you get there. It doesn't have any actions
Ah!
to.
Okay. We'll take it.
Get rid of some of the hour parts because it's actually kind of
I
like.
want to move my token so I can see what's going on over there.
Okay. 5, 10, 15,
Dude,
20,
this is like a
25.
suicide charge.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. But no, I guess just follow in suit. Getting close on.
Yeah, guess we're all visible now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a Pathfinder session if Elijah doesn't almost die.
Got a fireball spell there, Finn?
We know C2 has a fireball spell and a stick.
Oh, that's right. C2 has that.
Well, I guess is the plan to actually engage the creature? Like I'm still trying to see what you guys' plan is. You guys plan to attack?
Yeah, I think now we are. Because if there's also this other flying thing coming, I think we need to start reducing the amount of targets we've got.
Yeah.
I'll think about it. Yeah. Okay. I think. Yeah, he can lob it across the pit area as he just. But as he kind of begins to cast, you see the air gets actually cool around him as he creates a small sphere of pure ice as he just shoots out this ball of ice towards the massive creature.
So we basically set this thing free so we could add to the difficulty of the encounter. We activated a hard mode.
Yeah, we might have messed up.
I mean, we could have killed those dudes without this dinosaur running loose.
Yeah, to be honest, I
Actually,
forgot about the not spider thing that apparently is also now a flying not spider thing.
Oh.
I forgot about that.
Oh, but that's a nice ice ball.
As a fail. As the blast of ice just hits into the side of this massive reptilian looking creature for 27 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And that is the dinosaur we're talking about, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
And that is. Ooh. Yeah. Brings us to MC2.
Okay, so what is flying above us?
Make a perception check.
Yep. I've never seen this guy.
It looks to be a big bird.
Okay.
Best you can tell.
And it's definitely not friendly.
Is it a bird that happens to spin silk?
It's a bird you get on the natural one, so it flies, it has wings. That's as best you can determine.
All right.
Is it in range of one of my spells? Is what I'm asking.
Depends on the range of the spell. I mean, if it's within what's the range of the spell?
Well, the one I'm looking at right now is 60 feet.
It's not like coming into it. Is it attacking us, or is it just like flying
Or
overhead?
it's like flying over.
I would say it's within. Yeah, I would say it's about maybe 50 feet above. Yeah.
Okay. And I can't even see Elijah anymore. Where is he?
He's way on the other side of the pit.
He is booking it.
Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and move forward. And I will try to ray of frost the flying thing, which is 120 feet.
Okay.
Wow.
You just shoot this little blast of cold energy straight up into the air.
Just like a gun at a party or something.
Berta's turn.
Perto is going to move 25 feet. Man, that's really far, huh?
It's only like second or third range increment.
It would be the second. Is it still a -2? Does anyone know for sure?
Good question. Let me look that up.
Forget how range works in this.
Yeah. I've like never had to deal with it before. The bow is
Yeah.
normally a range of 60 feet. And I don't. Yeah, I think it's a separate feat. Yeah, I could have taken a feat that makes it so that shooting my hunted target in a second range
-2 for
increment.
each range increment.
Okay, so it's just a -2 then, so I might still go for it. Because what I want to do right now is shoot one of those nifty vine arrows at it.
Ooh.
Okay.
And those take an action to like activate. So then I use my third action to shoot it and pray. Damn it.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You should have won.
How many of those vine arrows did I get, by the way? I, for some reason, only wrote down 1. I think I got 10. Is that correct?
Let me
Or is
see.
it like 5?
It was 10 altogether.
Okay, so I've got 9 now. Oof. And then as just the free action Bear's gonna move on.
Alright.
Move on up.
Shanava's turn.
Just realized we could have put that trap in front of that door too if we were going to kill it. That would have been nice.
Oh, that was smart. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we weren't planning to kill it. We wanted to set this whole battle, like three-way battle thing in the way, but
I think it's just making us freak out.
There may have been some poor decisions made.
yeah, we had like a good plan, and I think we executed it in like the worst way.
Unnecessarily powerful. Like,
yeah, this is a mistake. We did it bad. We did it bad.
And just let this shit cool down. But Renali has charged ahead, so we must move forward. Fuck it. Shanawa's going to move 60 feet. She's going to use all 3 of her actions to get there. How do I do that again? Ugh, no. Control? Was it Shift? Alt? Well, we'll just do it here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60.
Okay.
Never mind, it's not a separate feat. I do ignore the second ranged increment as long as it's my hunted enemy. Unfortunately, a 19 doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I forgot that.
But I wasn't sure. For some reason, I thought that was a separate feat. But I think that there is a feat that does a similar thing with range increments. But it might be even further than just that. But yeah, I mean, a 19 is not going to do it no matter what.
She's going to shout at Elijah, "Stop running. Please. Please stop running." Shouting.
Why did you come back?
Okay. So you took your entire turn to move, right? I think it took you 3 actions to get there.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm going to continue running.
Okay, while you were I was just shouting, "Please stop running. Please stop running." She's just shouting at it as everyone is chasing after you, right?
All right.
He's like, nope.
Fucking K train, this guy.
Operation oh god, oh fuck, oh god, is go.
I could have sworn I had
And that's all
my
Elijah's
butcher set up.
turns.
Didn't I have my butcher set up? That's weird. That's weird. That's suspicious.
And once I get into the forest itself, I can start using stealth to
11.
evade detection. So I think that as long as I can get things attention there, I'll be okay. So it's just gonna be up to you guys to you know, get the job done.
Okay, so it's 27, 18, 13. Alright. That's his turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's slowly gaining up on Elijah, but confused. What's Elijah's speed?
30,
Oh, so you have okay, so
because he's an elf and therefore better than you.
So yeah, so that explains why you can because the creature has 30 feet as well. So yeah, but it's slowly getting up there, but it takes its entire turn to get up, as you can hear the loud thundering footsteps from behind. Renali. She's just. This is not what she was expecting to happen today. And she's gonna. There's also this one.
It's like, where are we running from? This is hilarious.
Van's turn. "60 feet, a 15-foot burst. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he's gonna have to also take his turn to just catch up so you can actually see what's going on. And C2's turn.
All right. I will move up.
And this apple sun triggers. Oh my god, everything's triggering.
Actually, can I just get on the bear? Like, for real?
Just ride the bear.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Will the bear allow that?
I don't know.
I'll
I
give
guess.
the bear
Sure.
All right.
Will
So,
the bear allow?
Gotta get a little
okay.
saddle.
This is a bit
Um,
insane, guys.
No, I don't. I can just wrap my vines around it. Okay.
I'll bring it down to here.
And that thing is still flying over above.
It currently is, yes. It seems to be getting closer, but oh, this one has his name on it.
Okay,
Nope,
I'll
I
just
don't want
ready.
take your name off.
Yeah, I'm done. I'll hold away. And then I'll take it.
Okay. Okay. So as Elijah's running around through the thing, he definitely draws the attention of the 3 Charaka at the fire pit.
Oh boy.
Okay. So the one that it drags first, its first action, it will shriek out loudly. Not like the ones you normally have heard if it's shrieking. This one's more of a angry one, as it will throw itself into a rage.
Oh, that's nice. Barbarian monkeys.
Uh, I mean, it has this for distract stuff, but it's definitely a interesting thing. Okay, so with that, is going to dinosaur or Elijah. We're gonna roll a d20 and see what it decides to go for. Elijah is 1 to 10. That is 12, and 1 to 10, 11, 12. Okay.
Who's that? The Churuka?
Yeah, it's one of them. Okay, it's gonna
Sweet.
move.
Okay.
So far, I consider this to be a rousing success.
Well, if they attack the dinosaur, that's amazing.
It's going to attack the dinosaur.
Oh, thank
Yay! Yeah.
And
As long as some of the attacks go to the dinosaur, I'll
God.
be.
They're not making fun of pet. That was my greatest fear.
that is a miss. Okay, so rage that. Yeah, so that's everything. So it's Berto's turn.
Okay.
This got interesting.
Zaperto, I'm gonna take first movement. Man, that's still pretty dang far away, huh? That is more than 2 range increments. So I guess I'm gonna take a second move. 25. Let's see. That
What is
puts
going
it,
on,
man,
guys?
still in the third range increment, huh? Guess I'm gonna just do 3 moves, I guess.
both Elijah and Dinosaur are moving like 90 feet around.
Yeah, I know.
Just
I'm
bolting
only
it.
25, so I can't keep up. And Bear could if I had Bear moving the whole time with the 35 movement speed, but I really want to catch up there. So yeah, my entire movement, my entire turn is spent on movement. Yes.
All right. Well, now we can at least focus on the Churukas. If the dinosaur's gonna react to that.
Okay, before the Chocolate had a chance to react, the flying thing swoops down. As you see it lands down near you guys. And you see this thing lands. It looks to be, it's almost like a vulture type looking creature, but it's got like a humanoid body to it, like long tail to it, and big black wings.
I don't suppose you have like a handout for what it looks like, because I cannot see diddly from where I'm at.
That arrow thing has got it right down the middle of it, too.
Oh boy.
Oh, God. I don't know what that is out of character, maybe? I don't know. Old
Sphinx.
school. It's like a Vrock from old school.
Sorry, is it still flying up, like
No, it's
pretty high up?
It's
Did it
landed.
land? It landed. Okay.
But it did take 2 actions to come down and land. So for its last action, it is going to let out this high-pitched screech that fills the area. So that is a 30-foot burst. The bear, Shanava, and MC2 need to make fortitude saves.
Fortitude. Okay. Oh no, Lucia, no.
Oh, double no. I'm
Man,
losing my hero.
it's these saves are really what's killing our party, huh?
There we go. There we go. That's a hero point right for you. Yeah, man, this fortitude saving throws are kicking our ass tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like most of the times we've had like really big problems, it's because we all like fail / crit fail, like
Yeah,
a big
Like
save.
fail.
Saves feel a lot more important in 2E than they were in 1E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Like,
right. So,
in 1E, you'd have
Well,
a few
yeah.
spells that, like savers suck, but now it's just like everything has
Mhm.
potential to suck.
Yeah, because the crit fail mechanic is huge for saves.
so let's try to find a good for this one. So Lucia is stunned 3. Shanava is fine. MC2, that is a fail, so it is stunned 2.
My goodness.
The way stun works, by the way, is a bit different. It is each number you have costs you an action to kind of burn through.
Oh.
That's kind of cool.
So essentially, next time, so when it comes to MC2's next turn, you'll only have one action next turn. That's how that works.
Wow.
And like in terms of like the bear loses 3 actions.
Okay. Is it just for the one turn? Because like if I don't command the bear, technically it only gets 1 action. So do I have to wait until it spends all 3 actions?
No,
Or
so
does it just mean it can't do anything next turn, basically?
So if it gains, so that's so what, so for each time it regains
Got it, okay.
actions, I guess if it gets 1 action every turn regardless, it'll reduce it by 1. If you give it 2 actions,
I didn't know if it technically would go to a -2, where like it would then have to use actions next turn to like dig out of a hole of stunned or something.
Such a
But okay,
mechanic play that. It's cool.
okay. So yeah, basically it's actual stunned for next turn. Got it.
All right.
Good.
This shower got well, 1 action rage, and then it is going to once again it's going to decide which it wants to go after. Okay. And it's going to you see these kind of have like these tridents, so it kind of like grabs some of the huckle with the trident, just flings it towards Elijah.
Oh no.
Damn it.
That is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
You can make a perception check to see about that with on your next turn if you wish, but since that you're currently running, you might not be able to see.
Yeah. I guess that was more idle curiosity than anything.
Oh, I used the wrong stats. Sorry, that should have been 32.
Oof.
Well, let me double check my sheet. Yes, it still hits.
That is 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, that monkey dude is an asshole.
And this one is going to run up and it will attempt to stab the dinosaur with its trident.
Awesome.
That is... That's a crit, actually.
Okay.
Oh,
We'll take it.
God.
It's a crit on the dinosaur, though.
Let's hope it doesn't kill it.
I don't think we have to worry about that. This thing is beastly.
So it's 48 plus 16.
At least I
You
hope.
got hit with a snowball too.
Well, I mean, if one crit and one snowball takes it out, this thing is too weak to be a work animal.
Dan rolled 4 6s on the freaking damage on it.
So there's 34 points of piercing damage,
Wow.
and it is bleeding.
Oh.
Dino's gonna just. I hope this thing just wrecks them.
Yeah, well, my plan is still in effect. I'm still going to get into the forest and hide.
Yeah. Elijah needs to get out of there.
Shanava's turn.
Gonna shout, "Perno, Van! We got trouble!" Mosquito's stunned. Bear's stunned. Is Mosquito like fully stunned as well?
No, I'm stunned 2.
Stun 2, so next turn he gets 1 action.
She's moving in, and she's gonna stare this thing down as she approaches. Oh, that's nice.
That's success.
Okay, and she's gonna swing down, single-handed strike. She's got her shield out now. Let me just make sure I don't have any penalties. Okay, I'm good. Oh, that's good. That's good.
That is a hit.
Nice.
As you strike into it, let me just check one thing.
Probably gonna pay for that so badly. But I'd do it. If Van can that AC.
So as you strike it, you see it kind of stretch back in pain. It does 16. So it does 16 points of slashing damage plus an additional 10 points of damage.
Oh, you don't like the cold iron, do you?
Oh.
Oh my.
Okay.
I guess it is a burn.
Oh.
Sweet. All right. He's really gonna go fucking apeshit on me now.
What? As it before we get to the turn, Elijah hears the rushes from down. As you see, there's another series of bones and little nests being made. As another creature seems to fly out from the
Oh my goodness.
corner of
no.
the area.
Oh god.
What is it?
This is another flying bird-like creature.
That we will have to see next time.
Oh
As we are
no.
exactly at the stopping point.
Oh.
That's
Oof. Okay.
right.
What a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
I'm not quite sure what happened in the series of events there.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what Van says when he gets back.
She was just scratching her head the whole time, like, what is this? What are we trying to accomplish here?
You know, a little organized chaos in service of surviving, maybe.
Better we were murdering things in houses.
Yeah. Yeah, that worked out a lot better than this one, huh?
If only we could lure the dinosaur into a house.
Yeah, I mean, if we lured the dinosaur into a house, I'm sure we could just kill it, but I don't see any dinosaur-sized houses around here.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we will see what happens next time in this strange series of battle that's going on. Certainly didn't expect to see that happen.
Good. I hope something unexpected comes out of this. Hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
See you dudes next week.
I'll
Yeah,
see you guys
sounds
next week.
good. See you, everyone.